It's Jack Parker here from the Gumeracha Footy Club. You're watching Call of the Wild Hills Live.
Australian Paving Centre has been established since 1986, but we're more than just paving. We're retaining walls, concrete sleepers, garden walls, stone cladding, and natural stone is certainly a big part of our business. We've got good quality staff that give good quality customer service. If you go to www.australianpaving.com and then to find a store, you can find all of our 15 stores at that website.
It's time for Explorer Caravan's autumn stock clearance at 583 Grand Junction Road. Explorer Caravans is clearing all stock. Save big dollars on leading Aussie brands like Franklin, Viscount and Titanium. With vans ready to go. Talk to our experts for all the info and tips. Then get a great deal on a new caravan ready to hit the road and chase the sun. Explorer Caravans autumn stock clearance. Corner of Grand Junction and Prospect Roads.
I'm Trent Shawland, Principal of Harcourts Adelaide Hills. So I've been running the business now for 25 years. We obviously specialise in residential sales and rural sales, property management, and we do some commercial work as well. So it's a family owned and family run business, long-standing business that we're very, very proud of. For Kim and I, it's been all about what we can put back into the community as well. So the sport and local events have been something we've really focused heavily on to make sure that, we are putting back into our local Adelaide Hills community. We've got two offices, one's in Mount Barker, 58 Gawler Street, and the second one here at Stirling is 8 to 12 Mount Barker Road, Stirling.
Craig from C&J Painting. Us is a painting organisation based in the Adelaide Hills. Just a small business, 6 qualified tradesmen. We just about do everything, anything that you can put a brush to. Janine and myself are proud to be associated with sporting clubs and community clubs in the area. cnjpainting.com.au or our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and also 0412 817 536.
Sweeping handball out wide, finds Jet Thomas, Jet boy, but he's a bit of an early clanger there. Emery also getting involved. Bloods go forward. Oh, they spotted each other, a clanger.
13 to 8. Harcourts Adelaide Hills, Mount Barker forward scoreboard, as Crystal said. Altamero just throws the ball on the boot, and that's gone into the Kersbrook coaching box.
Blake in the centre. Kersbrook Oval goes bang forward. Camp right under it, ready to play. Off hands. Could that be a clanger? Was Lallard. That's Darren Jarman's style as he got the ball. Comes back to Wake. Tries a little underground pass out here to Gardner. The big man has a bit of a fumble. Do we call the great man?
Yes.
A clanger there.
Insurance clanger.
Sorry, guards. Should have taken that. So
some really talented players in the engine room for both sides. Missouri's one of those. Didn't have it. Free kick, Pistols. That's the South Coast Insurance clanger there by Emery.
At the beef wing. Puts down there. Oh, big leap up there too early with Stelwitz.
Oh, good one.
Pittman, was he taken high in the tackle? Yes, there? I think he was.
South Coast Insurance clanger. Dangerous area. Herbsland attacking it nicely.
Oh, that's a clanger.
South Coast Insurance clanger, but they mop up nicely. Scarley.
It's Garter. Off hands.
South Coast Insurance clanger.
It's Williams. Williams going to get around. Goes to ground at the crucial moment. Could be a clanger, unfortunately, because he's sitting at the vital moment.
Over the coming period, which we'll get allude to, I'm sure, over the coming weeks, as Lallard takes the mantle there for a South Coast Insurance clanger, but they've got a few gears, don't they, the Brookers?
They have indeed. So he nurses, but that's a bit of a clanger because chipping in and
that's 25.
The kick. So nurses the line, has got the clearance. That's a bit of a clanger. Grabbed there by Amos. Longavella 8-13 leading Mount Barker 2 straight.
A bit of a South Coast Insurance clanger there by Shillaby out of the right. And Vines will kick the ball forward for the Brookers who need a response, and they could be on the end of one here.
He did.
South Coast Insurance
Bennett,
clanger.
Bennett, but in the meantime comes out here. Scarley off to the right.
Yes.
Says,
oh no.
No, they go down.
South Coast Insurance clanger, and they're both saying, what are you doing?
Look at each other.
Get out of my way.
And luckily it was White. Herbsland, but a bit of a clanger as he's picked out Pearson. Joshua, he'll come across here towards McCulloch. He's clean bowled.
Position here.
Hold it
Chance here for Lyons. The canteen, so.
Oh, hello.
Lyons, bit of a clanger there from Lallard.
I'm Gavin Godeke, owner of South Coast Insurance Services. At South Coast Insurance Services, we're about you. We work for you. We don't work for the insurer. We're always there to keep an eye out on the market to make sure that whatever you need as far as protecting your risks and assets, we find the best insurer at the best price for you. So whether you're a small business with only a couple of staff, a tradie on the tools by yourself, any type of business insurance, we're your go-to. South Coast Insurance Services, southcoast.com.au. Book a time in or pop in to see us here at Mount Barker or in Victor Harbour.
My name's Jeff Johnston. I'm the director of the Kiwanis Bookshop, and we're the only dedicated bookshop in Mount Barker. Our books are $1, $2 and $3. 95% of our sales goes back to the local community to help disadvantaged children and families. When you buy a book here, you're helping the community. So your support with donations as well is much appreciated. Thank you.
Hello all, Tomo here from Littlehampton Landscape and Firewood, a local business who loves to support locals. What it's all about here at Littlehampton Landscape and Firewood, tucked behind the Littlehampton bricks and pavers. So much firewood galore for a long winter, absolutely. No potholes, plenty of room to kick the footy. You can turn your trailer, no pokey parts in this fantastic landscape yard. A wonderful business who loves supporting locals, and we would love for you to jump on board and shop here.
Yeah, g'day guys, Dan here from Lowe's Meat Co here in Mount Barker. We're proudly a family owned and operated business. Been here since 2017, located right next to Foodland in Mount Barker. We have a huge range of products here that customers continue to come back for. We make our own snags on site, and our motto is we wanted to make sure families had good quality food, and we're getting around the dinner table at a really quality and good price as well. So we're open from 8 till 6 Monday to Saturday and 9 to 5 on Sunday. So if you want your meal cooked for you on a weeknight, ring up earlier on the day. The team will here do it for you as well. We also have those food truck catering options, so get in touch with us at the shop 8391 1228 or follow us on the socials.
Lancaster's Property Services has been around for almost 15 years in the Hills community. The foundations of our long-standing company has come directly from our hard-working team. We are proud to employ over 50 local workers, subcontractors and apprentices. Together as a team, we provide a high-quality service to better the homes and businesses within the community that we live, work and play in. For our whole list of services, visit our website lancasters.au or give us a call on 08 7078 2392.
Hello, Travis here from the Loberthal Hotel, located at 16 Main Street, Loberthal. We're proud supporters of Call of the Wild team. We offer all-day dining, 7 days a week. We do great steaks, great schnitzels, great fish and chips, great burgers, all the pub classics. We've got a bottle shop open 7 days a week, a sip and save, terrific sports bar, 12 cold beers on tap, amazing beer garden that's enclosed for all your function space requirements, a great family-friendly pub here at Loberthal.
Hey, it's Jaden J Hill here, and you're watching Call the Wild's HFL Game of the Day right here on Facebook and also YouTube. It's the vibe of Hills football.
As a mortgage choice broker, more means more choice.
We spend more time finding you the right home loan.
More pre-approvals.
More care.
More customers in homes.
More of our time.
More trust. More local.
More experience. More security.
More availability.
More brokers ready to help.
Over 1,000 in Australia.
When you go to one bank, you get one choice. When you come to us, you get more.
Choose more with Mortgage Choice.
More.
Mount Barker Ford is located just Totness here on Mount Barker Road. We were owned by a gentleman by the name of Peter Thomas, who his veins are rich with football and rich with community, and he's always been based around the idea that everything you do in business should be based around how you can support the community. At the end of the day, I don't expect people to always come and see us, but ultimately we're a business who thrive in supporting the community, and from our perspective we look forward to the community supporting us. And it doesn't matter whether it be the Call of the Wild, the HFL, we're involved in a lot of other community events throughout the hills, and that's why I like being involved with sport, because I think that brings everyone together at different times and different requirements.
Mark Stokes here from Painted Wine Barrels and Signs. Find me on Facebook and Instagram for all your wine barrels, drums, Corflute signs, signage needs, give us get in contact.
Life in the Hills is all about family, footy and great outdoor spaces. At Simply Shutters and Shades, we help you enjoy your home all year round. Outdoor blinds, shutters, curtains, supplied and installed by our local team. There's one choice in the Hills when it comes to your blinds and shutters. Simply Shutters and Shades, proud supporters of the Hills Football League.
Call of the Wild would also like to thank our supporting partners for 2026. Frontline Construction Recruitment SA delivers strategic recruitment solutions to South Australian businesses across construction, engineering, infrastructure, trade services, mining, oil and gas. Francisco's Pizza offers delicious pizza in Mount Barker made from the freshest ingredients at a great price. Guttervac, professional gutter cleaning services. Kiwanis Charity Bookshop in Mount Barker. Your local Woodside news agency offering stationery, gifts, trophy supply and custom engraving services for the Adelaide Hills. Twist and Top has officially opened in Mount Barker, serving up delicious frozen yoghurt with all your favourite toppings. 24 Fit, Australia's most welcoming gyms. Open 24 hours, modern equipment, group fitness classes, flexible and affordable memberships. Bespoke Air Solutions, family-run business specialising in comprehensive air conditioning solutions, including design, installation, servicing and repair. Adelaide Wine Barrels, specialises in high-quality oak barrels with custom engraving options, superior craftsmanship, leak-free construction and exceptional value. Lock Around the Clock Locksmiths, providing 24/7 emergency residential, commercial and automotive services across the Adelaide Hills and surrounds. Direct Flooring Solutions. They don't just sell floors, they deliver complete transformations. Whether it's your home, office or commercial space, their mission is to solve your flooring problems with style, precision and care. Their assistance is greatly appreciated towards the coverage and promotion of community football in the Adelaide Hills.
That time of week has come now, and I throw my cares away. The weekend's here, it's time to see some little footy played. I'll be out there supporting the guys and gals of my whole team. This is the season of that premiership dream. It's winter out of Magpie and a devil buckaroo. Up around the woods, I know my team will come up with the goods. So tune in and buckle up. Now it's time to back your side. Lose or draw, it's that time. Oh, here's footy right. Here's footy right. Here's footy right.
Hi everyone, and it's a big welcome to the Call of the Wild coming to you through HFL Media. Jeff Pistola and the crew with you as the mobile Vandermaker studio today graces the 48th National VFL AFL venue here at Summit Park in Mount Barker for the Mount Barker Ford Auto Group Hills Country Division Round 14 A-grade clash between Bridgewater Raiders and Gumeracha. Interestingly, being here at the aptly named Summit Ground is akin to the great live stream production heights this man achieves. Welcome to the Shogun. Tommy Hills is here once again, while cameraman James Davis and Marcus Heideweis Stark will bring you all the Hills community football action this Savo. So, yes, in fact, it's the second match on the trot for the Raiders here at the Summit, which has previously hosted the likes of Brisbane, Sydney, West Coast, GWS, North Melbourne and the Sun. So plenty of talent on display in those bygone gather round days, and fast forwarding a bit of talent here from the HFL perspective, and we welcome the erstwhile president of the Bridgewater Raiders, and Dylan Wiles. Dylan, thanks for joining us again. We took you early in the season, so here we are at the People's Ground.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thanks for that warm welcome. Yes, what a beautiful day we've got here today up here at Mount Barker Summit, in the shade of the Great Aston Hills. And like you said, this is the second week in a row we've been up here. The Mount Barker Council have worked well together with us to get this up and going. And what a magnificent day we got again.
So as I said, second on the trot game. You actually hosted Kangaroo here last week in a very good game of footy. Just the logistics of the club moving up here, and what's been the reaction from the faithful? Have they travelled up here for these two games? And there's a scope for future Raider appearances here.
Yes, there definitely is, Jeffrey. We've they've looked after us really, really well up here at the Summit. We dragged everything up here from Spark Park about 2 weeks ago, and they've let us leave it up here. And the support has been great. They've rolled out here in droves. It's been really, really well received, and as well as it's been received, we've in discussions with them to book it out for the same month next year. So we'll just see how that goes. We'd love to drag some moddies up here and some under 14s, potentially under 15 and a half girls, maybe next year, depending on what happens. So, it's been really, really well received by everybody.
Fantastic. And as you can see, braving the elements here, which might get a little bit chilly when the Wistow Doctor blows in a bit later this afternoon. But our men are roving men. Of course, we're down a body today because the great man Jaden J. Hill is on assignment with the AFL in Melbourne this weekend. But we've got the great backup as usual, and you can see some retired there. Benny Goldfinch and Traverson. Without hesitation, we might say good afternoon to those duo. Good afternoon, boys.
Good afternoon. Great to be here from the Summit, and perfect conditions. A little bit overcast, but very much looking forward to this contest today. Saw the Raiders twice this season against Meadows, and our first look at Gumeracha, Trav, and of course Jane J. Hill's not here, but he's passed through pigeon style some stats that matter thanks to C&J Painting. Good to see you again, Trav.
Thanks, guys. Really good to be here again. It's awesome to be having footy out here at the Summit Park. So really big thanks to Bridgewater, Dylan and the crew for getting footy out here. As he's in discussion, I'm in discussion with the council as well to try and get more footy out here. Like you said, perfect conditions. Ground conditions with not much being played out here is pretty close to perfect, but with Jaden away I've got big boots to fill here. So the stats that matter for C&J Painting, so since 2010 the two sides have met 12 times, with Bridgewater leading head to head, a record with 9 wins to Gumeracha's 3. So obviously Bridgewater didn't play against Gumeracha while they were at their height with their 3 premierships in a row, but in round 14 2019 Gumeracha defeated the Raiders by 20 points. And then the Magpies claimed back-to-back wins over the Raiders, including 10-point victory in round 2 2020, which was the last meeting between the two sides before they faced each other earlier this year.
Fantastic stats. Good to see the great man. He's here in spirit, that's for sure. We've got the two presidents here, the club president and the league president. Perhaps we'll just ask a few questions. How important, firstly for a league point of view, Travis, has it been for football to return to the Summit? And is the door open? The clubs negotiate with you, or they negotiate with the council? And obviously you'd like to see a few more clubs perhaps utilise and become the home ground for many clubs. Well, here at the People's Ground.
It's very important to have footy out here for the Hills Footy League. Like I said, I've been working with the council and a few other people around to get footy out here. They've provided an update of what they're going to build. They're going to upgrade a few facilities with the scoreboard, the netting, and the new bar and canteen facilities when the money comes available. But in saying that, we want footy out here, and we're still talking about it. So
now, Dill, I think that Bridgewater have actually played here previously in their Division 1 days when Mount Barker in the early days holding this home games here. I think the Raiders played out here, but as we said, Raiders, what they've done for the competition this year, it's just been a real tonic from coming back at senior level, A's and B's as a full club situation. Just things are settling down now and obviously eyeing a top 3 spot, but just the feeling around the club and people like yourself and Nadji and a few other people in the committee, a lot of hard work has got, Chris Adams, etc. A lot of hard work's gone into this, so I know you said to me earlier today the job's not finished, let's face it, but you've got to be happy at this stage of the season where the Raiders are sitting, challenging for, and will play finals.
Oh, definitely. It's been,
in all 4 grades, I'd suggest, with the reserves at the moment leading 9-8 to 2-2.
And the under 14 girls as well. They'll definitely play finals with a 4 or 5 team comp. So every team we've got in the competition at the moment is going to be up there playing in finals. But yeah, no, it's exciting. You sort of forget about the hard work that you put in before and while you're doing it, and just enjoy what's out in the park. Like days like today, like I said, I'd love to thank everyone who's been involved in it, but they all know, and I definitely miss a few people, so I'm not going to try. But yeah, no, it's been great. It's a credit to everyone involved in it. Credit to Chris Adams, who came out of nowhere. He's put a lot of hard work into it, and a lot of his sort of stuff goes without saying. But yeah, there was a win for the B grade, which is fantastic. So that should get them back up in the 5 as well. So no, we're eyeing off.
Spare number 21 there.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. But there'll be a shot for goal here. But Gumeracha will finish on 2-2, so a pretty resounding win here. And they'll either be 10-9 or 9-10. Looks like it's going to fall short. So 9-9. Bridgewater have defeated Gumeracha 2-2 here in the reserves match. So we know you're a busy man as the umpires come out on the ground, so we just want to thank you, mate, for popping up, and the day's running up pretty well. I know you had a good one last week, the ladies' day. So
yeah, that was a great day out here. Like I said, the facilities out here are amazing. A lot Travis touched on. I think that if the Hills Footy League can sort of work out a bit of a deal going forward in regards to getting football out here on a weekly basis, that would be amazing. Like kids love it out here, families love it out here. It's, like you said, Jeffrey, it's the people's ground, and see if we can move that forward.
Absolutely, it's great to see the Raiders people out here, a few of the old stages enjoying it, so all the best for the not only today but for the rest of the season and for the big 70th anniversary coming up, where they picked the team of the century.
Team of the century, yeah. So, a decade, Jeffrey, not the century. That would be a bit hard.
Yeah, it's only 17 years, you're quite right. No. All right, Dylan Wiles, thank you very much for joining us here on the Call to Wild, and as the boys come out for both sides, we might cross down to our erstwhile guys at ground level, Benny Goldfinch and Travis Lynn.
Yep, Raiders coming out on the still so fantastic win in the reserves, Trav, and some fantastic artwork obviously done by Dave Booth behind the scenes here at the summit. So it's just great to be back here, isn't it?
It's awesome to be back here. That artwork's been there since day dot and all that, and it helped out with the Mount Buckle Footy Club, but going down that raceway, it looks really good, doesn't it?
So just have a look at the grandstand here, obviously there today, which will be fantastic. I'm just going to go have a chat to Lee Penrose. So we'll just continue on here. We'll just get Mark to come off. So just out here at the moment, beautiful conditions as you'd expect out on the summit, as the Raiders look like they're going through their paces. And Gumeracha out on the ground as well in the grey attire pistols.
Yeah, alternate strip here this afternoon when they're playing a side of light blue. They could have worn the Magpie colours, but anyway, that's how it is. But just quickly, Benny, the conditions. I know last time we were here we were watching an AFL game, but wind, etc.
Wind's okay at the moment. It can obviously pick up. But no, it's all good out here at the moment. We've got Gumeracha coach Lee Penrose who's going to join us, which will be fantastic. Lee, thanks for joining us pre-game. Yeah, good. Firstly, excited to be out here, the guys at the summit?
Well, makes you want to play footy, doesn't it, with a ground like this? Yeah, they're real good, yeah. The boys will be up and about early, which is good.
And just for our viewers out there, our first look at Gumeracha this season, but yourself, your background in footy before joining Northern Magpies this season?
I've been at Fitzroy down in the local league for 25 years. Been there since I was 30, 25. Coached there, played there. Been there for a long time there.
And how have you seen the season so far for Gumeracha? Obviously, they had some premiership winning seasons and a bit of up and down last couple of seasons. But overall, how have you seen it from your end? Good win a couple of weeks ago against Kersbrook?
Yeah, we've improved. We haven't really settled aside since probably 4 or 5 weeks ago. But we've settled our back six and they're in the positions where they should be now.
Going with that?
At the start of the year, we struggled, to be honest. The club struggled. I think everyone knew that. We battled away. We got through the hard bit of it. Our numbers at training have been okay. We've not been exceptional, but our numbers, what we've done, we've brought a bit of a culture off the field. So we're there for dinners now. We're there for all our events. We're there for our presentations, and that's what we've really tried to buy in the off-field stuff, which is it's improved us in the second half of the year. Well, that's sort of our plan. See if we can run them off their legs and get them to chase us a little bit, but we'll see how that goes.
And the guys are looking forward to having a go here?
If you're back at the footy club, it's not like a group that's getting beat every week and sitting second on the ladder. They're a tight group, which is good as a coach, I guess.
Fantastic. Thanks for the insight, Lee, and all the best.
No, appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you. All right, Pistols. So that was Lee Penrose there. Fantastic insight to his first season in charge at Gumeracha. The sun's out. Trav, should be good fun here.
Yeah, look, the ground conditions are perfect, so there's no excuses here for anybody that's out here playing footy today. It's going to be a ripper of a game. I think will be more competitive than what's been talked about. I think Gumeracha will get the chocolates. Here's my tip.
Trav, out of left field. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, boys, and thank you very much for Lee Penrose for giving us a bit of his time for the start of the game as both sides moving into position here. And as the boys said, what a fantastic environment here. And there's Andrew Ozelekner, a busy afternoon with the soccer just down the road. And of course, the men in charge this afternoon, the men in white, Robin Borges, and of course one of our favourites here in the quarter, Wild Morgan, the Price is Right return. So good to see
we got an Adelaide United NPL team just down the road a bit.
Yeah, so
fantastic setting for multi-sports here.
Absolutely. So we're just about ready to get underway. As the ball's been held, we're just waiting for the timekeepers to acknowledge it. Bit of delay here, perhaps they've been caught short. So delayed start here for what should be an entertaining round 15 country division game coming to you the call to wild through HFL Media. So finally we've found the siren, so we're going to be underway. With a young man in ruck, Derek Ellis, a late inclusion for the Raiders. Ball comes out here. Already the Raiders is John McDonald wearing number 17 this afternoon instead of the famous 21, which was ripped last week. Ball comes back here to the coach, playing coach in Jace Bode, puts the Raiders forward. Will the ball sit? Yes, it does. It's a chance here for Archie Watson. Goes inside 50. Denham tracking the ball, but it beats him over the line, so the resultant free kick will come here through the agency of for Gumeracha. So Gumeracha chipped the ball up the line. Mark taken there on the far outer wing area. Beautiful conditions, the picket fence here. Great venue for footy, as we've seen a couple of years ago. Benny, of course, hosting consecutive years of gather round, and it'd be great to see it come back as Bryce feeds the ball out here.
Absolutely. This man has been in ripping form this season. Forster almost ripped it apart last Saturday. I think he kicked 5-5.
5-8, I believe.
5-8, sorry.
So that's worse.
That's a fantastic haul, but could have been obviously a lot more for him. And we saw him against Meadows. I think he kicked 8 goals in the first half or something like that.
So equal second on the total goal kicking. Benny was 67.
So he's going to have a shot here with the orange boots. Most effective player last time we called. And he's pushed across the face there. As I said, Trav, not much wind. We can get a lot of breeze here, but it's pretty good out there, isn't it?
Yeah, no wind at the moment, so it's just football on football.
So, of course, we are on the HFL Media YouTube channel, the Call of the Wild Facebook page, and also, thanks to Tommy here, we've set up a Twitch feed as well, Pistols, twitch.tv/HFL Media to open it up to our international viewers.
And opening it up, Ed Smart takes the ball inside 50 and chips the ball across here to the lead of Ben Brumby. This former Bridgewater junior, spent time at Urada and Mackie recent seasons. He's only kicked the one goal this season so far. But has the opportunity here to raise the first major towards the golf course end here. So sets sail, looks pretty good off the boot. But minor score for the Raiders, so 2 ventures inside 50 for 2 behinds as we come at the 3-minute mark here on the call. And great to see the great man back in behind the goals here, Benny. We missed him the other week, Jeffrey Lynn.
Yep.
Also, I think that might be Pud Compton joining him out there, so 2 of the greats.
Jake Tobin for Gumeracha kicks the ball out of defence. Once again, the Raiders forming beautifully through Jeffries inside 50. Chop out mark.
Corey Smith, I think it is.
There's the Gumeracha coaching staff. Good chat with Lee Penrose pre-game. Kick out towards the outer side. Taken here by Jace Bode for the Raiders. So queuing up early here, the Raiders will repeat forward entries. Jeffries once again into the pocket area. And a nice pop-up pass
Duke Dunbar.
to Duke Dunbar. Creative forward. Lowers the eyes. Forster. Looking for a free kick. Good tackle, Gumeracha in defence. Looks like it's going to be held up about 25, 30 metres out from goal here for the Raiders. Explorer Caravan's tough tackles. Of course, the Caravan Camping Expo down at the Wayville Showgrounds this weekend.
So taking out a ruck there by Dedham around the corner.
Sausage.
And that could be an early contender for the snag of the day.
Out of the stoppage, beautiful.
So Nick Denham at the 4-minute mark has actually kicked the first goal of the game for the Raiders. 1-2 to no reply on the Harcourt Adelaide Hills Mount Barker forward scoreboard. Travis Leonard, just great opportunist goal by Denham there.
Yeah, for sure. So Bridgewater are running with the footy a lot. They've got good kicks coming inside. Duke's taking a nice one with a very nice finish at the end. So Bridgewater on top at the moment.
Back in the middle, thanks to APC. Eases 123 AustralianPaving.com. Good start by the Raiders. Got the chocolates last weekend against Kangarilla at this ground. So the Rucks will go at it once again. Good contest in the middle of the summit. Another tough tackle. And the umpire says holding the ball. So Giannini, one of the leaders for the Raiders, kicks the ball inside 50. Ball slightly holding up. 2 targets in attack for the Raiders. Forster and Denham crashing in. Looking to clear the ball there. The Gumeracha under enormous pressure as you expect early. Here's a chance for Forster. And he's missed. So the peppering, 1-3 Bridgewater. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills Mount Barker forward scoreboard. Gumeracha yet to get the ball past halfway.
They said 5-8 for him last week. Benny's actually had 2 shots for 2 behinds, but one feels that once he gets his radar on, he'll be someone hard to keep. So Tobin brings it back in for the Magpies, puts it out wide, taken off hands there. Ball comes back to Moran, the backup ruckman this afternoon. Feeds the ball back, taken here by Sash. Sash up the line, finds Jeffries, who go inboard here. Picks up Giannini. He wastes no time, puts it from the forward 50 to Jewel back there over the top. Foster got his hands to it. Well done by Tobin, he's got support there. Held up in the tackle there, I think it was Captain Jack Parker, taken too high, so Captain Jack will take the kick right in the back pocket area for the Pies.
Multiple premiership co-captain with Ben Hanna.
Won last year's best team man award.
Cut off Dunbar.
Yeah, that's a 1%er. Yes, the inaugural Daniel Wood Best Team Man Award was shared by Jack Parker last year.
I saw Ben Hanna here as well. He's watching his old team.
Fantastic. Boundary throwing inside 50 here for the Raiders. Controlling the play early. Offhand, Briers managed to get a kick out. Johnny McDonald on his left. Goes right to the lines. 3-on-1 contest. Forster almost takes the mark. Mopping up in defence. Chain of handballs. Eventually working out. Smith involved. Out towards the half-back flank. Here we go. Here's a chance for Gumeracha now. In the lead-up is Kyle Smith. It's gone out of bounds though, and that'll be a free kick to Bridgewater. At least they've got the ball past the halfway mark, Gumeracha.
just noticing Benny in those contests are very wary of Forster, and that occasion there was 3-1, so that means there's a couple of Raiders running around spares somewhere, so they don't want to get sucked into that tactic or also pay the price. So ball up the line, find Jace Bode, the skipper, there's plenty of experience there. Sturt, Port Adelaide, Nord puts it up the line, finds a young man in Moran. Back up Ruckman with late withdrawal. Roberts gives it back to the coach. That's always good. You've got a game next week, who in turn gives it to Bryce. Bryce underground low kick, but it's intercepted here for the prize. John D. Apps. So Apps comes out wide, and you're running with the helmet, taking the mark there. Teammate. And they go forward. There's a chance from the mark taken there by Clonan. Jackson Clonan puts it further afield.
Nice.
Good movement by the Pies. Sees the ball end up in the hands of Remy de Tote, who recently played his 250th club game, and he in turn goes further forward. I think this might be Biaggi.
Yep.
So Ben Biaggi, the vice captain, 11 goals for the season, to be actually their leading goal kicker at this stage. So Biaggi tucked right in the pocket. You can see the soccer, as we said, NPL action a bit later on. Adelaide United, Mount Barker United with a few community games this afternoon. So Biaggi, this will be a contender if he nails it from there. Benny, staggered approach towards the summit end, sets it on its way. I'll tell you what, the goal umpire just drifts a little bit across. So Gumeracha on the board, 1-3 behind. Harcourt Adelaide Hills, Mount Barker forward scoreboard. Call to Wild, 9 minutes gone, open turn.
So Jace Bode bringing the ball in for the Raiders. Kicks the ball into the middle of the ground beautifully. Finds Giannini. Looking out to both wings. Umpire says play on. He's going to have a bit of a run here. Switches play nicely actually. Outside of his right boot. Bit of a drop mark though. Ball on the outer side wing. Gumeracha doing well in the last few minutes, slowing down the Raiders' forward momentum. Skewed off the side of the boot. Denham has a bounce. Opportunity here. Reload inside 50. Brumby. He goes with a laser-like pass, but that's the South Coast Insurance clanger. Chopped out there by Jack Parker. Marshalling troops here for the Northern Magpies, who are starting to settle into this one. Out towards the boundary line. There, Andrew Ozolekner with the camera. We're going to have a boundary throw in. 9 points the Raiders. Gumeracha 1 point here from the summit. Harcourt Adelaide Hills, Mount Barker forward scoreboard. 10 minutes gone, first quarter.
So throw in, Moran. Good body work there. Then dropping the ball was Langley. Ball comes out the back. Bryce shoots out a handball. Giannini, he's set upon by a couple of Magpies. So certainly the Magpies bringing the pressure in the opening term here. Realising the Raiders like to get the ball out and fleet-footed, so they're nailing them at the moment. So no real ruck contest there.
Nice.
Fed out there by Jesse O'Brien. Plenty of experience there. Goes forward. Dunbar, but over the top of a relieving mark. Claimed there for the Pies.
Lancaster's Property Services defensive action.
So it comes out here. Oh, fleet of foot there. Will it sit for him? This is Jackson Clonan. Got boot to ball. Following up there, trying to control the ball. Pies. Comes back here. Raiders defence. Good tackle applied there by, good to see him back, the skipper Benny O'Donnell after sunning himself overseas. So ball locked in and umpire will come in and ball it up.
Go down to Travis Lim shortly, thanks to C&J Painting. Stats that matter or just insight. Skewed off the side of the boot, that's the South Coast Insurance clanger. Ben Biaggi, the vice captain for Gumeracha. Craig Evans played last week, now is the runner.
Thanks, Goldie. While we've got a second, Bridgewater are leading the kicking count, 24-17. Inside 50, 7-2. So they've got a lot of the footy getting it forward.
So Giannini gets it.
Yep. Here we go. Johnny McDonald kicks the ball out towards the outer side wing. 1-on-1 contest. Nice work there by Jeffrey. Sweeping handball out to his premiership player at Norwood in Ed Smart. Also Onka's combination. Kicks the ball to the half forward flank. And a good mark there by Denham. It's going the wrong way there.
That's a clanger.
Oh, we got that on footage. Oh,
that's an umpire clanger there.
South Coast Insurance clanger.
Look on Denham's face. I was the one who got decked. Now can I give the ball?
So Denham directly in front here. Opportunity for the Raiders' second goal.
She's kicked, the only one, so leading goal kicker on the ground at the moment, Ben.
So, Morgan Price and Robin August.
August with that little bit of a clanger.
So Denham for his second, kicks the goal. The Raiders increase their lead. 2-3. Gumeracha 1 point for 12 minutes gone. Trav.
Yeah,
Loberthal Hotel replay.
Very high possessions there for Bridgewater, getting the ball on the half-back flank there when the ball went out of bounds in the full, and then ran it all the way right through for another goal. So they're playing really good.
It's an early contender for the dog of the day there. So nicely contended there.
That's a fantastic shot.
Taking in the view. Tiring day for the dog. So back in the centre for APC, easy as 123AustralianPaving.com. So ran, brings it down. Bryce getting involved. Giannini, that's fit out there. There's a chance for Smith. Corey Variety's had a few touches already, puts it up high. But a good defensive mark taken there for the Raiders through Stubing. He's had a great game. Under 17's captain at the moment too, Benny, so versatile young footballer, puts out towards the wing area.
He does. I think that's probably service defensive action. Nice pick up. Jeffrey's got a bit of it early. Once again, finds his good mate in Ed Smart. Kick inside 50. Beautiful movement from the Raiders. Littlehampton Landscape and Firewood, memorable moments there with their link-up play, and Forster with an opportunity. Kick his first and the Raiders third. You see the people enjoying their
HFL
afternoon.
President Fred Fraser there. The Fraser family, of course, won the Stouts of Bridgewater Club, so good to see Fred out enjoying his side.
So sunny conditions. Forster, as we said, 5'8" last week. Had a great season. Goes for goal. Just missed that one.
3 straight behind for it.
2-4.
The man who sits second on the goal king was 67.
Seagulls are in the action here, looking for some chips.
So Matty Daniels will bring the ball back in. He's out the square for the Pies, puts towards the pavilion side. It's going to fall short in the box seat. Fumble there was Zach Broddock. Should have taken it. Clanger for the young man there. Scrambly play at ground level. Giannini.
Seagulls are really getting into this.
There's Seagulls here at the summit.
It's unbelievable.
So umpire Morgan Price always right. So no real ruck duel. Apps goes and gets the ball, feeds it out. Grabbed there by Detote. He's dispossessed. Got back up there, so now the ball forward. Gathered there for the Raiders. Comes back to Benny McDonald. O'Donnell. Fed out here is Bryce. Fingertip control in the centre of the summit. Gets it out wide. Jeffries finds space, lifts the eyes and picks out Braddock, who holds this occasion.
Jeffries playing well early. So Braddock, one of the youngsters in the Raiders lineup, almost got it to Forster. Tight on the boundary line. Ed Smart gets it off. Snap round the corner. Sausage roll. Archie Watson.
That's a contender, Benny.
That's a contender for Lowe's Meat Co. snag of the day. And the Raiders in complete control at the moment. 3-4-22. Gumeracha 1 point. What a great goal there. C&J Painting, Stats That Matter. Travis Lynn. Great goal.
The experience of Bridgewater showing in it, like Ed Smart and Forster, Johnny McDonald and stuff like that, like the Briars lad. But getting the ball forward and all that, really good goal from the boundary line there. That's got to be a contender for snag of the day.
Absolutely. He was running out of tarmac there and brought it back brilliantly. So, the third goal on the board.
On Raiders Junior, second year in the seniors, Archie Watson. He'd love a Lowe's Meat Co. voucher, I'm sure. Tonight, Pistols, as the Seagulls continue to swoop around here at the summit.
Yeah, here's young Braddock. He's starting to warm into the game. Giannini in the centre of the ground, puts it out wide. Foot race is on. Ben Jeffrey's pumping the old legs. Can he get around? He's got support here. Goes towards a teammate there, and Micah Brumby. He's held up in a tackle. Meantime, the whistle has gone, so Brumby must have been infringed in the tackle. So Micah Brumby, Macclesfield come over this year. Puts up the line. Denham, just too much experience there for Jack Parker, and probably height and body strength also, Benny. Takes a good mark. So he'll line up for his third goal.
Range trust there for the Raiders, having a bit of a chat, like what they see early. So Denham kicked 2 of the 3 goals for the Raiders.
So Pembroke and North experience. Came into the game 5th on the goal kicking list with 40. As we said, he's added 2, so can he add a 3rd one?
Michael Holding run up though.
He has indeed.
Coming in.
A bit like you with the new ball for Wistow.
Denham straight over the goal umpire's head. All clear. Thanks for coming, Robin Crompton. Enjoying that one, and we'll go down to Travis Lynn now. C&J painting stats that matter. Raiders in control.
Yeah, for sure. Even on the stats, I'm like plus 16 kicks, plus 10 handballs, plus 8 inside 50s, plus 4 marks, and plus 2 clearances. So they're just winning the stats, which also puts them in front for the scoreboard 4-4-22 to 0-1-1 Gumeracha.
Back in the middle, thanks to APC. Easy's 123 AustralianPaving.com. Gumeracha would love a clearance here out the middle. Likes will go at it. Ooh, free kick. Not sure what way there. Young umpire Price, of course. Not young, but he's
seasoned. Experienced.
Kicks the ball inside 50. Gumeracha chance, but cutting it off there. Good mark. Half-back flank area for the Raiders was Oliver Stubbing. Out towards the outer side. Nice work. Lancaster's probably serviced defensive action. Turns defence into attack now. Raiders going forward. Inside 50 once again. Forced a 2-on-1 situation. And it's gone out of bounds. Left forward pocket. Raiders looking to increase their lead here at the 19-minute mark. 28-1. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills Mount Barker Ford scoreboard.
So second string ruckman here this afternoon because of the late withdrawal of Dan Roberts, because Brad James being rested. So Derek Ellis has come up from the Magoos and also shooting with young Jonty Moran. So meanwhile, Ruckdale here, trying to thread his way clear was Brumby. Micah.
Just a reminder, we're on the HFL Media YouTube channel, Call the Wild Facebook page, and we're also on Twitch. Search HFL Media.
So ball down here, Jesse O'Brien. Gumeracha come away with the football. Raiders with numbers. Brumby overruns the ball and then goes back and gets it out the back door. Teammate puts it forward and just finding space again and causing a bit of havoc early is Nick Denham. As we said already, 3 out of the 4 on the board. So clever play here by Brumby. Teammate there. So Denham, we've seen him score from here, a couple of minutes ago. Benny.
Jeffrey's coming off the ground. He's had a great first quarter.
So it looks Benny O'Donnell just handing up the troops there. Good to see him back in the lineup. So action with Denham. Left forward pocket going towards the golf course end of the Summit. He'll set it up the top of the square. He's got to carry. Forster gets his hands
up. Dunbar back in the net.
Tricky Dunbar. That's Spanish.
Touch. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
He would have been a contender there for Lowe's Meat Co. snag of the day.
Absolutely. So
Gumeracha looking to bring the ball in here.
Yeah, Matty Daniels.
So Daniels just got to get some string of possessions here, the Magpies. So Biaggi takes the mark, kicks the ball out towards the halfback flank. They've got 3 out here. So they've got a link-up play nicely. Halfback flank area. Fawcett. He goes back.
You're spot on, Goldie. They need to hold on to the footy a fair bit.
Tobin involved. Now we're on the outer side, halfback flank. So at least they're stringing a few passages of play together here. Taken here by Corey Smith. He kicks the ball. So they're getting a bit of purchase here. Good link-up play. Outer side. Now they're in the middle of the ground, and this is the Raiders say thanks very much. Giannini, handball out the back. They're keen to move it on quickly here to Raiders from this situation. Johnny McDonald squeezes the kick out. Now it's in open field for Jesse O'Brien, the past Brisbane Lion. He could go all the way for you from outside 50 or laser-like pass inside 50. South Coast Insurance Clanger. A man of his experience, I'm sure he'd be all right with that call. And it's gone out of bounds.
Yeah, as you said, Gumeracha just holding on here. You can see the Raiders more fluent in their ball use, and as we said earlier, just the intent of the Magpies just to bottle them up. But when they get free, they're certainly looking pretty good. The Raiders have won 6 of their last 7 outings. Ball comes out here. Oh, too high. Clanger there, unfortunately, for the Gumeracha tackler there.
South Coast Insurance Clanger here. We'll have a look at the Lobethal Hotel replay.
Bridgewater are set up massively behind this ball. If you have a look in the midfield there, there's 3 or 4 Bridgewater players that are free. So that's where Gumeracha's falling down and they can't get past them coming out.
They're trying to get it out, the Gumeracha, but Raiders just too experienced and classy, obviously. Pushing for a top 3 spot this season.
So shot on goal just inside the 50 arc. Here's Forster, won't get as far there. Dunbar lurking. Can he get another shot at goal? Forster does.
There we go.
And finally, a bouncing type effort. Here's Rose, his first goal and the 5th for the Raiders.
It's going along nicely. Denham has kicked 3. Forster his first. Look at the Lobethal Hotel replay here. Just sheer weight of numbers and willingness off the contest. Gumeracha desperately just trying to get the clearance there, but Forster says, I'm going to snap it. And he had 4 Gumeracha players around him and still managed to get that kick away. So we're back in the middle, thanks to APC. Easy as 123, AustralianPaving.com. 5-5-35, 1 point Gumeracha. Back in the middle, thanks to APC. Easy as 123, AustralianPaving.com. Dominating at the moment, the Raiders. So Ellis involved in the ruck. Nice work, Raiders, out the middle. Little hand to the landscape firewood. Memorable moment for their clearance work, and it results in a free kick. Denham is ripping it apart early. How many goals has he kicked?
He's now up to 43.
Yep.
His partner in crime's on 68, so I said 2 main spearheads for him. Just Tobin there infringing.
So Denham. Sunny conditions here from the summit. Raiders in control. They're kicking from about 45 metres out from goal. Just looking like it's going to the left, and umpire Rob Crompton, multiple golden flag winner, says minor score. We head towards the 24-minute mark in the first term.
So it looks like it'll be Matt Daniels. His 3rd year with the club, played in the B grade flag a couple of years ago. One of the best and fairest in the B grade last year, so making the most of his A grade opportunity. Oh, that's a bit of a mung kick, but fortunately finds Apps. So Johnny Apps with the ball. Goes towards the centre of the summer, that's good. Picks out a target there. Weighted numbers is 4-1 there, the Raiders. Meanwhile, the whistle was gone, the free kick has been paid.
Yeah, gutsy kick in the middle of the corridor.
Yeah, so cheer for Tarkin Grigg. Nord under 18s, player early in the season, so a young man with a future.
Good.
Puts it out wide, finds a teammate out there.
Nice kick.
Moves it on.
That's a mark.
Is indeed, appeals to the umpire who says yes. So Elijah Long here. Elijah Young.
Yep. He's going to kick the ball inside 50. Beautiful scenery in the background of the summit. Into the forward pocket area. Their first real deep forward entry here. I think it's their 2nd forward entry for the quarter. Raiders in control, 36-1, forward pocket area for Gumeracha. So can they extract a goal from this situation, tight in the forward pocket area? Congested area, let's see what the Raiders defence can do. Bode involved, coming through, I think it was Forster.
Yeah, Lucy Fawcett.
Leader here for Gumeracha.
So very handy in the summer season too, with the cricket for Gumeracha.
So rucks go at it, Bode sockers it off the ground, handball out. Gumeracha looking to get something here. Parker trying to do it all. And Bryars says, I'm going to turn defence into attack. Lancaster's Property Services style.
Yeah, streaming forward here is Micah Brumby.
Over the top. Thanks for coming.
Over the top for Joe the Goose, and Forster will walk in for the easiest of goals.
Little hand in landscape firewood. Memorable moment. That's how the Raiders do it. End-to-end football. Gumeracha working extremely hard to get the ball inside 50, Trav. But Raiders just say, we're going to turn defence into attack and a goal.
Their pressure in the back line is immense on the young kids and all that. And then, like you said, skill level that got it over the top, good running, and then Forster gets the Joe the Goose. So, but they're up 16 kicks, 12 handballs, and 2 clearances with 3 free kicks, 4 up to 6. So
flexing their muscle here, the Raiders.
Probably inevitable. They've scored approximately 600 points more and conceded 500 points less. So fortune favouring the Raiders here. Back in the centre for APC. Easy as 123, AustralianBeaming.com. Ball comes down here. Brumby getting involved. Locked up there. Also getting involved was Derek Ellis. Got the call up for ruck duties. The late withdrawal of Daniel Roberts. So ball up again, so it's Ellis. One down there by Ezra Lane.
That's a
Bursts
positive.
through. That's well done for the Pies. Puts it forward, but picked out here by the bouncing barman and Benny O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes wide out to the wing area. Plenty of space out there. Giannini improvising there to control the ball over the top there. I think this might be Stubing. Works the ball up the wing area. Once again, Smith getting involved. Kyle Smith, he's worked pretty hard early in this game. Corey Smith, sorry. In fact, he's drawn a free kick on this occasion. So
Out of side. Beautiful conditions here from the summit. Raiders in control. Looking for a percentage booster here by the looks of it. So Gumeracha work the ball towards the scoreboard. As I said, they've just got to try and get some link-up play, but the Raiders, any opportunity to pounce, and they're going to counter-attack. Bode goes out towards Denham. People out in the sunshine here enjoying themselves. A little bit of breeze. Johnny McDonald. There's the Raiders coaching staff. As I said, Jesse O'Brien went up. Counter-attack though, Gumeracha. Let's see if we can get some link-up play as Luke Fawcett goes with the sweeping handball over the top. But once again, they're going to be set upon by a wall of light blue Guernseys.
yeah, Tarkin Grigg caught up there. Trying to burst his way through there was Stubing. That's the under-17 skipper. Certainly doesn't look out of place in number 70. Doesn't look out of place in A grade. Johnny McDonald here. It's just a big lead there from Jesse O'Brien. Just couldn't complete. As the siren has gone, what you call already dominance from the Raiders. 6-42 leading Gumeracha, just the one behind for the opening term. With the stats that matter, the C&J painting will go down to Travis Lynn.
Yeah, thanks Pistols. Yeah, dominated by Bridgewater as you'd expect with the scoreboard of 42 to 1. But yeah, 55 to 35 kicks, 17 to 6 handball, 15 to 4 inside 50s. So yeah, dominated clearly by Bridgewater, and they're playing the better football. They've got the pressure on Gumeracha, and Gumeracha have broken a little bit, but I expect it probably to be a little bit more now.
I think Bridgewater be mindful, Benny, the fact that they're going for a top 3 spot, so percentage might come in handy, so you expect that they'll be out for this afternoon. So we'll head into quarter time with the Raiders already holding a 41-point margin. We'll cross back to Footy Central with Tomia and be back here at the Summit for the second quarter shortly.
The Call of the Wild would like to sincerely thank the following local businesses for their support. Call of the Wild's premier partners for 2026. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills. Adelaide Hills' leading real estate agency has the very best people in the industry. Your Adelaide Hills property specialists. Mount Barker Ford, proud to be your local Ford dealer in Totnes. Major partners. Lowe's Meat Co. Roasted. They can cook your meats for your dinner party or your weekly Sunday roast dinner. Australian Paving Centre. Easy as APC. Providing premium quality home landscaping and improvement, materials sure to fit both your budget and style. South Coast Insurance, a local insurance broker with offices in Mount Barker and Victor Harbour, committed to providing personalised and straightforward insurance solutions. Little Hampton Landscape and Firewood, offering a wide selection of quality Adelaide Hills firewood and landscape supplies for your home or worksite. Call of the Wild official partners for 2026. Loberthal Hotel, your local family-owned hotel and bottle shop in the Adelaide Hills. Lancaster's Property Services, delivering complete residential and commercial property maintenance and trade solutions in the Adelaide Hills and metro areas. Simply Shutters and Shades, inspiring people to create fun and functional spaces which bring people together. Explorer Caravan Sales, family-owned Adelaide-based caravan retailer, 40 years of experience and insights in the caravan industry. C&J Painting, Dulux accredited, locally owned and operated small family business recognised for quality and reliability. Call of the Wild would also like to thank our supporting partners for 2026. Frontline Construction Recruitment SA, Francisco's Pizza, Guttervac, Kiwanis Charity Bookshop, Woodside News Agency, Twist and Top, 24 Fit, Bespoke Air Solutions, Adelaide Wine Barrels, Lock Around the Clock Locksmiths, Direct Flooring Solutions. Their assistance is greatly appreciated towards the coverage and promotion of community football in the Adelaide Hills. Now it's back to the team, the best in the business team, the Call of the Wild team.
Welcome back to the Call of the Wild through HFL Media. Of course, Mount Barker Auto Group Country Division, round 16 action here from Summit Park here in Mount Barker, home of AFL Gather Round. At the moment, the Bridgewater Raiders, the hosting Bridgewater Raiders, playing their second consecutive home game here. They're well in control, 6-6-42, leading the Northern Magpies from Gumeracha with just the one behind at this stage. Jeff Pistola, Benny Goldfinch and Travis Lynn. We've had cards and letters come in already, wanting to know where our man Jaden J is, Benny.
Yeah, he's
on assignment.
He was at the Gold Coast Carlton game apparently the last time I saw him, so now he'd be probably down Lygon Street, I guess.
Yeah. And then he's going to another game tonight, I think, so he's doing it all, our man Jaden.
Good first quarter from the Raiders. Fantastic leadership. Jace Bowe, Ben Jeffries, Johnny McDonald, Nick Dinham, and one of the snags of the season, Archie Watson. So we're back in the middle. Thanks to ABC. Easy's 1, 2, 3. Can the Gumeracha get back into this one after a bit of a rev up there by Lee Penrose at quarter time?
Certainly. So here's big Ezra Lane. Tries to shrug off his opponent, runs into a brick wall, gets dispossessed of the ball. Tracking it there. The Pies held in under there. It's Watson. As Benny said, kicked a great goal running away from the sticks in that opening turn.
Any breeze out there favouring either end, Trav? Is it favouring the Raiders' end that they kicked to in the first quarter?
No breeze as such. Like, it's a bit of a swell come up every now and then, but there's nothing that favours either end.
So Tarkin Grigg brings the ball forward, overcooks the kick, comes back here to Raiders. Opportunity to rebound. They have indeed. Ball in the hands there of Zach Bruddock, who's said under 17 regular. Gives it off to Bryers.
I know they talk about the experience, but there's good young talent in this Bridgewater side.
Absolutely. So Bryers goes towards the pocket. Denham territory. Ends up getting his hands to it and fishes it over the line.
Good forward discipline by Denham.
So great scenery here, the scenic summit. Of course, it's all happening today. We've got NPL soccer just down the road.
Adelaide United playing down
about
the
200
road.
metres away in the soccer pitch. So it's all happening here at the People's Ground.
So boundary throwing. Can Gumeracha at least get some string of plays together and maybe get a shot on goal? Squeeze around the corner. Majority of the play up this end in the first quarter. Oh, nice work out of the contest by Jack Day. Good pressure.
That's the pressure they need.
Jackson Clonan there, Benny.
Yep, that's an Explorer Caravan's tough tackle. So that's what Lee Penrose was calling for at quarter time. Wanted some more pressure. They're at least delivering that. So we're grandstand wing. Good crowd in the house in the grandstand where we are situated. Raiders 42, Gumeracha 1 point. So at least they've gone 2 minutes without conceding anything. Just got to lock it down. Try and get it down the end of the ground. They've got an opportunity here for the big man who's doing all right.
Yeah, Lane. After Lane, this junior product played 2 flags, 2 A-grade flags and a B-grade, and during their successful era, here's Bode, playing coach, gives it to Bryers, weaves his way through traffic, and then mungs a kick, probably a bit of a clanger there.
Yeah, got to be
intercepted. Here's just Brian follows up his work though. That's better. Managed to almost get a drop kick forward there, Benny. So races on. Eduardo Smart bundled off the ball by Lane. Comes back here to Bryce, who's figured now give the Dumbo on the run. What can he do? Can he finish nicely? Puts towards the top of the square. The whistle was gone. Is it holding on or?
Free kick here, last line.
Yeah, it's going to go the other way, so it's going to go to Daniels, who quickly puts the ball out wide and finds his teammate down, Corey Smith, who's
did all right.
Has done pretty well, the former Adelaide University boy in his first year at Gumeracha.
They'd have similar colours to Gumeracha, wouldn't they?
They would, the Mighty Blacks, originally from Horsham, actually, Benny, back in the day.
Well, here's a chance for Gumeracha. They're looking all right to start this first quarter. At least they're controlling the little bit of the footy, not allowing the Raiders to get clear inside 50 entries like they did in the first. But here's Giannini. As I say that, what a kick. Norwood teammates stringing up beautifully. As I say that, that's the South Coast Insurance clanger by Jeffries. And there's a bit of WWE on behind play here.
Yeah, they're getting involved there. Bowed on the ground.
There was a bit of feeling last week between Kangarilla and the Raiders, and it's on here.
It is again. So Benny O'Donnell in there flying the flag for his coach.
It's about half a dozen players just going at it here behind players. Gumeracha have a chance to kick a goal.
Yeah, well, that's happening. The ball's being moved forward, so I think this is Young.
Well, at least they're throwing their weight around the Magpies.
So Daniels there and Jeffries just discussing pleasantries still. So as I said,
at least they've come out and showing some determination.
And that's exactly what Lee Penrose would have been asking for at quarter time.
So Elijah Young here.
Give me something you would have
sits
said.
towards the golf course end, but unfortunately their first score at that end is a minor one, so they go to 2 behinds. The Raiders are on 6-6 here. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills, Mount Barker Ford scoreboard.
HFL Media YouTube channel, Call the Wild Facebook page, and we're on Twitch as well. HFL Media for our international viewers. I think we've got a few
Mexicans might be watching.
Mexicans and Americans tuned in, which is fantastic. As Bryce squeezed the kick out of defence. He's having a good game, Bryce.
Any Canadian connections? Well, you were telling us something.
Fabio Thompson's playing for British Columbia, apparently, in the Canadian Football League, so
AFL.
he might be tuned in. Yep.
Wow.
Denham had a great first quarter with 3 snags, including a Lowe's Meat Co snag of the day. At the moment, though, Archie Watts' goal from the pocket was very nice, but that's still up for contention. Short pass, Raiders controlling it here. Brumby, I think it is.
Ben Variety.
He goes with a little dagger kick. Now they're controlling the tempo. Giannini with the beautiful Mustaka kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Nice work here, Gumeracha. Offhand Dunbar, usually creative in these situations. Going to have to go. Well, Ed Smart's providing a bit of help as well. Gumeracha defence holding up well here. Lancaster's Property Services. Still a live ball as Parker tries to extract it. Brumby just has an airy. Probably kicks the Gumeracha player into the shin. Magpies look like they're going to clear here, potentially.
Yeah, Smith getting involved. Ezra Lane had an airy there. Comes back here to young Braddock around the corner. It's smothered. So tight football here.
It is.
Oh,
Good.
cleverly tapped on by Smith. Found Fawcett. High kick. They'll need a mark here. Oh, standing his ground well there was young Braddock. You can't coach that into people.
This is better, Gumeracha.
Yeah, the turn to Apps. Heavy body work there, and going down is Brumby, actually. We'll wait and see what happened there. Was he taken high? No, he's getting that's a good thing, as we see on the Labourthal Hotel replay. Hello to everyone in the front bar. Trust you're enjoying the game here for the Summit. Parker was taken high there early, but could have perhaps had a free
they're
kick.
giving it a good fight here.
Back there. Yeah, it's smart.
Plenty of Explorer Caravan tough tackles.
Oh, losing his stuff there. That might have been Fawcett. Ball comes out here, fed out here. Finally the Pies. Biaggi gets up the line. I think Fallon's Fawcett.
Correct.
High up the wing area, but see your blue jumpers there. No, the back of the pack. Moran takes it. Gives it back to a teammate there, so they are back inside 50. Good contest there, provided by Daniels. Ball comes to ground. Giannini with strength gets it to Brumby. Quick little kick across, but has picked out a opposition player there. And Kyle Smith.
Well, bit of a South Coast Insurance holding a pill. There we go. So that was good little period there by the Magpies, but just undone by the pressure as the Apps look to clear the ball. It's Johnny Mack. I think he was wearing Guernsey number 20 last week. Goes with a low dart into the pocket, and Denham.
He actually started with his regular 21, but I think in the hostilities it was ripped.
Denham, 3 goals in the first quarter. Gumeracha bringing the heat early in this term. Maidstone with a chance the first goal of the second quarter through Denham.
So James Davis in the stand. Benny will be right over his shoulder here. Kicks towards the Summit end, the Volcano, Malthouse Volcano end.
Boundary Academy boy, just in case the ball skews to the right, is on the scene. No issues there. Jeffrey Lynn doesn't even have to move, straight over his head. So the Raiders absorbing the Gumeracha. Good start to this second term. Have to kick the first goal. Travis Lynn, thanks to C&J Painting Stats That Matter.
They have started off better, but still around the 25 kicks behind with the stats and all that, and 15 inside 50s behind. But they've started a lot better, so the pressure's up. Just the skill level.
I tell you what, Travis, we had to wait a whole quarter to just see that superb action of signalling a goal from down the Summit end there by one of our leading goal umpires.
Yeah, he loves being on Call of the Wild. But Morgan complained to me today. He goes, "It's the first time I've been on Call of the Wild."
Oh.
So
He had plenty of airtime last year.
He did indeed. Yep. So back in the centre for APC is his 123 AustralianPaving.com. So Ezra Lane against Moran. Ball comes down there. Followed up is a young man in Moran. Hooks around the corner. That's good movement. Brumby, I think he was infringing the contest. There's a change just about to take place for Gumeracha. So Brumby, live wire.
Seagulls are back.
He does, puts it forward, but Lane, so that's a bit of a clanger by Brumby because he picked out the Gumeracha player.
Yep.
He'll come across and he's got a loose man out here.
Well, we've got two of them actually, but Dunbar's going to apply the heat. Johnny Mack caught one in the melon. Dunbar, ground level ball. Umpire comes in, price is right.
Toby Frew out there, number 19. Benny is still under 16s at Central District, so a very young player out there.
Good stuff. So Rucks go at it. Gumeracha looking to paddle it on here, tight on the boundary line. That was nice work. Kick up the wing, half forward line, 2-on-1 situation, ground level ball.
Well, that could well be a clanger because the Raiders spoiled each other there, but another young bloke, he's played 6 games early in the season for Nord and under 18s, Tarkin and Grigg getting involved. So some of these youngsters from the Magpies getting their hands on the ball, Benny.
Now they've got a chance. They're at the half forward line. Started a lot better in this quarter. That's a low throw in. Umpire says play on. Benny O was manning the gate pre-game. Alec Bryers, this way, that way. Good pressure from Gumeracha. He'd like that, Lee Penrose, or at least hunting the Raiders and stopping them moving the ball quickly. But that's a beautiful mark. Little handle landscape firewood, memorable moment to a man who's doing all right, Brumby, and he finds Jace Bode.
He does. So Bode in the centre square at the summit. He'll go short. He's got a couple to pick out. Picks out teammate there, and Lockie Bessel, who played a very good game last time we saw the Raiders. And that's a very strong mark taken by Forster. Stood his ground under the pump.
A good mark by Brumby, good vision.
Good delivery. Bissell just lifted the eyes, honoured the lead, and just look at this. Daniel, Condon coming in there, but Forster. So a chance to kick his third goal. He kicked the last 2 goals at the first term for the Raiders after he had 3 missed shots. So here's the opportunity to balance out his strike rate.
Inside the 50-yard. That looks like it's going to right to the line, and it's off hands. Good Lancaster property services defensive action there by Gumeracha. Kick in. Gum would love a goal. Kick out, finds Biaggi. Got a bit of it. Nice link-up play. We've got an opportunity here. Frill. Looks like he's looking up the wing. There's off hands. Bit of a South Coast Insurance clanger. It's gone off hands. The cows in the background.
Yeah.
A good mung of the grass.
Scenic views here to summer, which attracted and made so pleasant AFL gather round venue. It's hopefully in the future we'll see that again. So here's a chance for Biaggi under pressure there from Bissell, I think it is, over the boundary. You can see the soccer warming up in the background because NPL a bit later on. So it's all happening here at the People's Ground at the summit. So the young academy boy will pitch us in. Over the back, Moran got it down. Stolen away though. Through Clonan, gets it out wide. Ball set here for Smith. As we said, he's had a bit of the football already for the Pies. Gets it over to Captain Jack. So Parker arches the back, finds space, puts it up here. The foot races on. Here's Jong under pressure there. Well read by the Raiders though. And good football and defensive play by Will Bailey.
Off we go. Raiders kick the ball to the half forward flank. Gumeracha pushing back here. One of those players who's had a good start is Corey Smith. Raiders Brain Trust. Jesse O'Brien on the bench at the moment. Played at Brisbane Lions, Onkers.
And also Spock with a few of these boys who are out there this afternoon. So great to see him back in Hills football. It's Corey Smith with a free kick.
Kicks it past the scoreboard, which reads 7-7 to 2 points. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills Mount Barker forward scoreboard. Ground level ball. Gumeracha getting a lot more numbers to the contest in this term so far, which has resulted in the Raiders only kicking 1 goal compared to their 6 in the first quarter.
Raiders faithful. Nudge there, because one of the hard-working committee men. It's been part of the resurrection of the Raiders. Ball comes down there. Fed out there. Bryce at ground level. Meanwhile, the whistler's gone. It's going to be Giannini. For a kick, didn't like the treatment he got from Forster, I think it was. So Giannini advances. So what's on offer for him. No doubt he's looking for a couple of the tall timber. He does indeed. Here's one of them is broken loose in Denham.
Had a very effective first half. 4 goals.
We might have an injury down here for Bridgewater Raiders. I think Ben Jeffries has been off for a while. When he come off a good 8 minutes ago, he pointed at his calf muscle, so he's sitting on the bench doing not
Raiders
much.
racking up the injuries. I believe they had a midfielder pull a hamstring last week, so he's out for a couple of weeks. So injuries starting to mount. Maybe the older legs on the bigger ground here, Trav.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Gumeracha were hoping for with Lee.
So Denham tucked into the pocket, already 3 on the board for himself. Has got the carry. Fisted kept in play. Forster, bit of volleyball stuff there. Brumby getting involved, trying to grab the ball. Parker gets it out. Finally, fed out wide. Will it sit for Daniels? He's under pressure from Giannini. Handballs it further afield. Seeing his ground well was Denham. Gave it back to a teammate in Giannini. Sends the ball. Oh, big leap there from Bissell. Ball comes to ground. Levy's Fawcett. Handball's probably a bit of a clanger. It went to Brumby. Follows up nicely though. Well done.
Yep.
Explorer Caravan's 1%er there.
Kick out towards the wing. 2-on-1 situation. Nice work. Good control. Bit of turnover. South Coast Insurance. Briars. Laser-like pass. Half forward line here. Raiders stringing the ball together nicely. Ends with Johnny Mack. Goes a kick inside 50. That's pinpoint precision for a South Coast Insurance clanger. So Gumeracha worked the ball out of defence for the time being. Volleyball spike inside towards the half forward line. Bit of a scrappy period. Gumeracha eventually moved the ball up towards the wing, but Benny O says, I will have this one. Looking inboard. Got a player on in the middle of the ground. He goes with a little pass. Now they've got an opportunity to move the ball forward.
So Lockie Bissell with the football, of course, former Dan boy. Versatile football, saw him star in defence against Meadows. Oh, Brumby nearly took a good mark. Crashing through was Daniels. Ball reflects. Here's a chance. Tracking it is Smart. Eduardo also getting assistance from Brumby. Ben Variety held in there. So Gumeracha. Might seem funny when you look at the scoreboard there, 49-2, but actually getting an amount of the football, just can't get the reward, Benny, on the scoreboard.
Certainly. If you've just tuned in, Travis Lynn has picked up that Ben Jeffries off the ground at the moment. So interesting loss there for the Raiders, one of their key players, obviously. Ben Tom. Ball in the hands of one of the most effective players in the first half, and Nick Denham, who goes for goal. Right to the line. Is that a mark? Touch.
Jeffrey Lynn.
Jeffrey Lynn right on the spot. Didn't need to go upstairs. No, he's very confident. Or maybe we do need to go upstairs.
We're going down. There's a discussion on.
We've gone upstairs. It's all good. Little Oberthal Hotel replay.
It's the price is right.
And that's Robin Borges up there, I think.
Sorry.
Yep.
Just questioning Jeffrey. Well, we
did
complete the mark, but great call. That's why we have him on the quarter wild. Jeffrey.
Gumeracha. And he conceded 1 goal in this quarter, so that's a positive. Parker. South Coast Insurance clanger. It's gone out of bounds. It's a free kick here for the Raiders outside of the attacking 50, and Jace Bode will reload and go with a low dart inside. Shop out. Good work, Gumeracha. South Coast Insurance. Lancaster's Property Service defensive action. Working overtime in that back 50.
Yeah, I think that was Captain Jack Parker again, just getting his hand to it and deflecting the ball from the path of Denham. So, ball comes down there, close to the boundary line. Here's Denham again, feeds out a handball. Getting involved there. Brumby, Micah, wrapped up in the tackle. Good strong tackle applied there. Might be watching us on the phone there, Benny.
I think she is. Shout out. How you doing? Good to see that you're enjoying yourself on the phone. We're on Twitch, we're on HFL Media, and we're on the YouTube channel, obviously, and Call the Wild Facebook page. Thanks for watching. As Denham has a shot.
It's done what it didn't hit the post.
Chris Laddams, I think it is, and Kelly, what lads are you watching from Melbourne, boys? Doing a great call. And Ray and Shaz Laddams says this is spectacular.
The great man, Ringo Ray.
I got a text message from Chris Laddams saying he's loving the special comments. He's live from Melbourne. Aussies under 14 he's playing over there at the moment. So thanks, Lindsay.
Fair enough. So chipped up the line here is Adam Jones with the football. He'll go centre, but here's Bode chipping in for the Raiders. Peripheral vision puts it out there to a man who's loose out there.
Eduardo Smart.
And just gives a wry grin to his former Nord teammate. So great vision there. So Smart. Only the 4 goals for the season.
I'm guessing dominating the stats still Trav. C&J painting stats that matter, but at least Gumeracha's defensive action is improved.
Yeah, so not as much. Like, we're still 31 kicks up for Bridgewater, 18 inside 50s up, so not many coming down this way. As you can see, they're set up across the middle of the oval, aren't they, Bridgewater? You can see a blue Guernseys there. Plus 8 handballs. I've seen that Gumeracha are using the handball probably way too much on this oval instead of getting it out. And I guess that's because they've got the Bridgewater players set up in front of them. They need to get it around them.
So Forster lining up for his 3rd goal. He's been a bit erratic this afternoon. The shooting this one certainly is on that occasion again. So
this ground's bigger than the MCG. Is that right? Or about the same size?
About the same size margin. I think our man Lockie Neal told us when we had a one-on-one with him. So Daniels will bring the ball out. Bit of treatment there for the Raiders. So Daniels runs out the square, goes towards the grandstand side, picks out a teammate nicely there.
South Coast Insurance Clangy dropped it.
Yeah, nice there by Kobe Frill. Comes back to Johnny McDonald on the left, puts it across. Top of the square, lurking. Hello. Jesse O'Brien.
Put it down for a snag.
Jeffrey Lynn has moved, but
all clear.
Signals all clear, so O'Brien has raised the 8th goal for the Raiders.
Well, we've got 5 minutes on the clock, Trav, and I'm guessing Lee Penrose wouldn't want a late avalanche here as we turn into half-time, because at least defensively they've held up.
Yeah, for sure. Defensively, they've done really well down there. They've stemmed their scoring, but I don't think anybody would like an avalanche from Bridgewater at the moment, because he'd rip the paint off in the club rooms if he gives them another spray.
James is watching us too on his phone.
Yeah. How's he do it all? Watches his own work, not that he's vain.
I wonder if the dog's going to tune in.
Yeah, the dog, yeah.
The dog's enjoying himself.
Good crowd in the house here at the Summit.
Yep.
For around 15 Country Division HFL action. Trust you're enjoying on Call the Wild. So back in the centre. Moran doing the ruck. Well, no one really got it. Comes out here.
That's good.
Stolen there for Gumeracha.
That's better.
Comes to Daniels having a run in midfield. Puts it forward. They go forward. Oh, a bit of miscommunication
here. We go.
It's opened a chance. High kicked it by Force. At 1-on-1 here.
Oh, he's going to go up.
Oh, big leap there for the agency of Yong. Ken the Pies nailed our opening goal just before half-time. Ball held in there.
We might have a little Hampton Landscape Firewood memorable
around
moment.
The ground, Onka Valley 62 are leading Blackwood 9 over at Windy Hill.
No Brad Jeffrey, so still in control.
Well
as
done.
The Raiders look to clear the ball out of the fence here. Jace Bode. Good pressure here from Gumeracha. They're desperate to at least get a shot at goal. Half forward line. Around the ground as well. Macclesfield leading Echunga 42-27. And the ground thanks to Harcourt's Adelaide Hills and Mount Barker forward. Juki Dunbar will pick it up. Can they turn defence into attack once again, the Raiders? High ball inside 50. O'Brien's down there, but a good mark. Gumeracha about 30 metres out from their defensive area, and now they're on the counter-attack. Game's starting to open a little bit here as we head towards half-time.
Cole Smith gets to the park, and turns gets back to Daniel, so getting a lot of possessions in midfield here, the Pies.
Nice.
That's good movement by the Pies.
Right. Here we go. Gumeracha with a chance.
So what can I do here?
High flyer.
Oh, important. Benny O getting his hands to the ball.
Didn't have it.
Force it. Fighting hard. Also getting involved there was Yong. So
this is where they need to set up now and keep the ball in there.
Gumeracha bench. Penrose there, just pensive. Can his side get a goal here?
Good.
Busting their guts, that's for sure.
Good.
Comes out too high.
Oh, no.
Umpires picked that one out, so rebound here from almost the last line for the Raiders. Puts it out towards the grandstand side. Here's Brumby.
Watch out.
On the Spence. Oh, take it out there.
Didn't really go for the footy, did he?
No. So
pick
Brumby,
up.
So with all that, Brumby sets an old run away to football. Good chase, though, run down there by Clonan. Comes here, keeping the ball head. It comes to Apps. Apps will feed the ball backwards to Parker. The skipper just lifts the eyes. Always puts to advantage. Here's Smith on the bound.
Yep. Out towards the wing area.
Oh, gathered it nicely.
Off we go.
And then dropped it.
And that's holding the ball. Scorer Caravan's toughish tackle. Bit of a South Coast Insurance clanger as well, as maybe a little bit of an injury concern here for Gumeracha.
Clonan, yep.
So Eduardo Smart. We head towards 2 minutes left on the rocket clock. Of course, Adelaide Hills now Barkerford scoreboard 7-10 to 2 points. 50 points the margin. Raiders in control. So half forward line here. Going to have a boundary Throw in. Beautiful conditions here from the summit. Great to be here. Second game back this season. About 60 metres out from the goal. Got a mulleted drinks runner there. Fantastic. One of the best mullets we've seen this season. So it's outside the 50 here. Gumeracha though, looking to get a late snag, or their first for the first half. And nice work. Hand at the back with Luke Fawcett. He's gone out of bounds.
That was Ryan Keefe there with the don't argue situation for the Pies. So yeah, they're having a crack here. As I said, they just can't get the score on the board. 7-10 plays 2 behinds. In the shadows of half time here, so a 50-point margin in favour of the Raiders. So they put the ball forward. And for a big clunk there, Denham was up, but that's a good intercept mark taken there by Isaac Condon. And the Pies this year from Adelaide Uni. Condon, not a lot on offer. Also spent time with Riverton Saddleworth up there. He's fine. Daniels, possession, puts it up the line to Parker. So the skipper, Captain Jack, what's on offer because a multiple premiership player. Bit of indecision here. He's called the play on.
Oh, they're watching as well.
He's going to come right across the ground here. Danger here. But in the end, clanger there from Greg. Dropped the body, should have, but they get the ball forward inside 50. Bouncing ball. Here's a chance. Foot races on.
Yep, Denham will... Oh, no, it's not Denham. Sorry, I flew down the other end of the ground. Just had a brain fade. That's a South Coast Insurance clanger by me. Meantime, Raiders work the ball out of defence. Nice work. Here's one of their youngsters that we're talking about in Braddock.
This is Ellis. Any delayed inclusion, Derek Ellis.
If we head towards it, half time. So nice work there by Gumeracha. Better quarter. Only conceding a couple of snags. And it's 58-2 on the Harcourts Adelaide Hills Mount Barker Ford scoreboard. Denham having a great game. He's kicked 4 goals in the first half. Other goal kickers for the Raiders: Watson, Forster, O'Brien. Travis Lynn. C&J painting stats that matter, or thoughts from you as we head into half-time. Don't go anywhere. We've got the APC quiz with Josh Hone live from APC.
A lot better pressure that quarter from Gumeracha, but they still need to get that offensive game going because they let Bridgewater just man up all along the middle of the oval to get the ball back in again. But 32 kicks up, Bridgewater up, 110 to 78. The inside 50s 25 to 8. Handballs 29-22. And marks are a +8 for Bridgewater. So they're dominating the stats as they are with their scoreboard 52-2.
As you see, Ben Jeffries running the water. Well, not really running. He looks like he's done for the day with potentially a calf, according to Trav. Just taking the water out there to the Raiders, who would be reasonably happy. 7-10 to 2 points at half time.
I think you find there's a goal short, 8-10, because they had 6 and they actually got Denham and O'Brien added goals, so I think you find it's 8-10.
I've got 8-10 on my scoreboard.
Yep, 8-10 to 2 behinds here, so in charge by 56 points. The Bridgewater Raiders as we head into half time, and we'll go back to Footy Century. The great man, the Shogun, Tommy Hills, and we'll be back for the second half shortly here in the Summit. Trust you're enjoying our global coverage on the Call of the Wild.
Hi, I'm Joshua Hone from Australian Paving Centre Mount Barker, and coming up next is the halftime quiz for Call of the Wild.
I'm Trent Shawland, Principal of Harcourts Adelaide Hills. So I've been running the business now for 25 years. We obviously specialise in residential sales and rural sales, property management, and we do some commercial work as well. So it's a family owned and family run business, long-standing business that we're very, very proud of. For Kim and I, it's been all about what we can put back into the community as well. So the sport and local events have been something we've really focused heavily on to make sure that, we are putting back into our local Adelaide Hills community. We've got 2 offices, one's in Mount Barker, 58 Gawler Street, and the second one here at Stirling is 8 to 12 Mount Barker Road, Stirling.
Call of the Wild would also like to thank our supporting partners for 2026. Frontline Construction Recruitment SA delivers strategic recruitment solutions to South Australian businesses across construction, engineering, infrastructure, trade services, mining, oil and gas. Francisco's Pizza, offers delicious pizza in Mount Barker made from the freshest ingredients at a great price. Guttervac, professional gutter cleaning services. Kiwanis Charity Bookshop in Mount Barker. Your local Woodside news agency offering stationery, gifts, trophy supply and custom engraving services for the Adelaide Hills. Twist and Top has officially opened in Mount Barker, serving up delicious frozen yoghurt with all your favourite toppings. 24 Fit, Australia's most welcoming gyms. Open 24 hours, modern equipment, group fitness classes, flexible and affordable memberships. Bespoke Air Solutions, family-run business specialising in comprehensive air conditioning solutions, including design, installation, servicing and repair. Adelaide Wine Barrels, specialises in high-quality oak barrels with custom engraving options, superior craftsmanship, leak-free construction and exceptional value. Lock Around the Clock Locksmiths, providing 24/7 emergency residential, commercial and automotive services across the Adelaide Hills and surrounds. Direct Flooring Solutions, they don't just sell floors, they deliver complete transformations. Whether it's your home, office or commercial space, their mission is to solve your flooring problems with style, precision and care. Their assistance is greatly appreciated towards the coverage and promotion of community football in the Adelaide Hills.
Australian Paving Centre has been established since 1986, but we're more than just paving. We're retaining walls, concrete sleepers, garden walls, stone cladding, and natural stone is certainly a big part of our business. We've got good quality staff that give good quality customer service. If you go to www.australianpaving.com and then to find a store, you can find all of our 15 stores at that website.
I'm Gavin Godeke, owner of South Coast Insurance Services. At South Coast Insurance Services, we're about you. We work for you. We don't work for the insurer. We're always there to keep an eye out on the market to make sure that whatever you need as far as protecting your risks and assets, we find the best insurer at the best price for you. So whether you're a small business with only a couple of staff, a tradie on the tools by yourself, any type of business insurance, we're your go-to. South Coast Insurance Services, southcoast.com.au. Book a time in or pop in to see us here at Mount Barker or in Victor Harbour.
It's time for Explorer Caravan's autumn stock clearance at 583 Grand Junction Road. Explorer Caravans is clearing all stock. Save big dollars on leading Aussie brands like Franklin, Viscount and Titanium, with vans ready to go. Talk to our experts for all the info and tips. Then get a great deal on a new caravan ready to hit the road and chase the sun. Explorer Caravan's autumn stock clearance, corner of Grand Junction and Prospect Roads.
Craig from C&J Painting. Us is a painting organisation based in the Adelaide Hills. Just a small business, 6 qualified tradesmen. We just about do everything, anything that you can put a brush to. Janine and myself are proud to be associated with sporting clubs and community clubs in the area. cnjpainting.com.au or our socials on Facebook, Instagram and also 0412 817 536.
Hello all, Tomo here from Littlehampton Landscape and Firewood, a local business who loves to support locals. What it's all about here at Littlehampton Landscape and Firewood, tucked behind the Littlehampton bricks and pavers. So much firewood galore for a long winter, absolutely. No potholes, plenty of room to kick the footy. You can turn your trailer, no pokey parts in this fantastic landscape yard. A wonderful business who loves supporting locals, and we would love for you to jump on board and shop here.
My name's Jeff Johnston. I'm the director of the Kiwanis Bookshop and we're the only dedicated bookshop in Mount Barker. Our books are $1, $2 and $3. 95% of our sales goes back to the local community to help disadvantaged children and families. When you buy a book here, you're helping the community. So your support with donations as well is much appreciated. Thank you.
Welcome back, and here's today's question.
Life in the Hills is all about family, footy, and great outdoor spaces. At Simply Shutters and Shades, we help you enjoy your home all year round. Outdoor blinds, shutters, curtains, supplied and installed by our local team. There's one choice in the Hills when it comes to your blinds and shutters. Simply Shutters and Shades, proud supporters of the Hills Football League.
Closest supermarket and the involvement in the Adelaide Hills region, it obviously goes hand in hand. Can you just tell us about the relationship with the Hills?
For sure. We've now got 6 stores in the Adelaide Hills, and the Closey family has been synonymous with the Adelaide Hills for over 130 years. Very, very proud to be able to say that we're proud supporters of our community, and very thankful to be residing in this area.
What do the Closey supermarkets pride themselves on?
Supporting our local community, supplying local goods and supporting local suppliers as well. So very proud to be here, so we love to be able to support those that are around us as well, and all the while giving our customers the best deal that they can possibly have as well.
Mark Stokes here from Painted Wine Barrels and Signs. Find me on Facebook and Instagram for all your wine barrels, drums, corflute signs, signage needs. Give us get in contact.
Lancaster's Property Services has been around for almost 15 years in the Hills community. The foundations of our long-standing company has come directly from our hard-working team. We are proud to employ over 50 local workers, subcontractors and apprentices. Together as a team, we provide a high-quality service to better the homes and businesses within the community that we live, work and play in. For our whole list of services, visit our website lancasters.au or give us a call on 08 7078 2392.
Mount Barker Ford is located just Totnes here on Mount Barker Road. We're owned by a gentleman by the name of Peter Thomas, who his veins are rich with football and rich with community, and he's always been based around the idea that everything you do in business should be based around how you can support the community. At the end of the day, I don't expect people to always come and see us, but ultimately we're a business who thrive in supporting the community, and from our perspective we look forward to the community supporting us, and it doesn't matter whether it be the Call of the Wild, the HFL. We're involved in a lot of other community events throughout the Hills, and that's why I like being involved with sport, because I think that brings everyone together at different times and different requirements.
As a mortgage choice broker, more means more choice.
We spend more time finding you the right home loan. More pre-approvals.
More care.
More customers in homes.
More of our time.
More trust.
More local.
More experience. More security.
More availability.
More brokers ready to help.
Over 1,000 in Australia.
When you go to one bank, you get one choice. When you come to us, you get more.
Choose more with Mortgage Choice.
More.
Yeah, g'day guys, Dan here from Lowe's Meat Co here in Mount Barker. We're proudly a family owned and operated business. Been here since 2017, located right next to Foodland in Mount Barker. We have a huge range of products here that customers continue to come back for. We make our own snags on site, and our motto is we wanted to make sure families had good quality food, and we're getting around the dinner table at a really quality and good price as well. So we're open from 8 till 6 Monday to Saturday and 9 to 5 on Sunday. So if you want your meal cooked for you on a weeknight, ring up earlier on the day. The team will here to do it for you as well. We also have the Lowe's food truck catering option. So get in touch with us at the shop 8391 1228 or follow us on the socials.
Hello, Travis here from the Loberthal Hotel, located at 16 Main Street, Loberthal. We're proud supporters of Call of the Wild team. We offer all-day dining, 7 days a week. We do great steaks, great schnitzels, great fish and chips, great burgers, all the pub classics. We've got a bottle shop open 7 days a week, a sip and save, terrific sports bar, 12 cold beers on tap, amazing beer garden that's enclosed for all your function space requirements, a great family friendly pub here at Loberthal.
Stay tuned, we've got a massive second half coming up on the Call of the Wild.
welcome back to the Call of the Wild, the vibe of Hills footy, coming here this afternoon from Summit Sport Park in Mount Barker, Country Division round 15 action at the moment. It is the Bridgewater Raiders in control, 8-10-58, leading Gumeracha just two behinds. But it's been a pretty entertaining game of football, which might sound a bit funny given the scores, but certainly competitive. Just can't get goals on the board at the moment. The Gumeracha Magpies will wait to see what prevails in this second half as we go around the grounds for Harcourt Adelaide Hills. The lady on the phone there, obviously checking the scores and watching the Call of the Wild. We'll come back to that as we'll get underway with our scoreboard. So, started the second half. Moran gets the tap down. Giannini quickly gets to the Bissell. So the Raiders quickly into attack. Fended off here. Comes to Daniels. Got support there from Smith, who's been very good, Corey Smith. So Gumeracha, positives as they have the first inside 50 entry of the second half. Benny O'Donnell forcing the ball over the line. As we go around the grounds, as we said, for Harcourt's Adelaide Hills, Mount Barker forward. Loberthal 4-2, leading Nairne-Bremer 2-4, just over the hill. Honker Valley 11-2, leading Blackwood 2-4. And in Country Division action, Mackie look like they're going to be outs back from last week's loss on the Courier Cup. Mackie 8-7, leading Achunga 4-3. So we'll keep you updated with other Hills Football League action throughout the afternoon. So meanwhile, Bissell once again taking possession, but taking the ground in a tackle applied there. So we'll recommence play there. You can see the scoreboard in the background, but it's actually 8-10. Bridgewater's score, so add another one onto him as Smith gets a high kick forward, but taking the mark there, the Raiders. I think this might be Braddock, one of the exciting youngsters. So Braddock nurses up the wing area. Here's Dunbar from behind, but Smith chopping out. Corey Smith, as we said, the former Adelaide Uni recruit, and also originally from the Horsham area.
Daryl Pearce tuned in again.
Good to hear. He would have been happy with the result last week with the Brookers. So meanwhile, Braddock, another high kick.
Ben Marsh is tuned in.
Benny Marsh. Yes, Benny Marsh missing today. That's a good segue. Apparently he's, I think it's his grandmother's 80th birthday,
I'll get
Benny.
around that.
So a bit like people who go to Vanuatu, he had a family birthday party. Meanwhile, round the corner, a chance for Yong. Top of the square, but miserly Raiders not going to concede a goal yet. So marked in the last line of defence. So the Raiders will come out to the pavilion side. Giannini in the seat here, takes the mark.
Yep. Half-back flank, Raiders defence held up well. Lancaster's Property Services all day. So Briers a little bit undecided here, I should say. Eventually gets it out to Benny O, who would, if he's not playing, Ben Marsh should be captain. Meantime, Raiders work the ball out towards the outer side. Dukey Dunbar puts up the Dukes, couldn't quite take the mark. He's gone out of bounds.
Actually, just looking at Benny, this Raiders side day, missing Cheeseman, Vandermeer, Marsh you mentioned, James, Pistola, Vidic, Evans. So a few out and now Benny Jeffrey. So yeah, they're doing pretty well at this stage.
We'll go down to Trav shortly just for any thoughts.
Because you put Daniel Roberts in that late withdrawal.
C&J painting stats that matter, or just their general any thoughts as we have the early start. Obviously since they've changed the scoreboard, so that's good. They've obviously tuned in here.
She has. Maybe the lady on her phone went up and told them.
So since quarter time, Bridgewater have only added 2 goals, so it's been a lot better period here for Gumeracha. They'll be keen to continue that on as Eduardo Smart, meantime, kicks the ball inside 50, and Jesse O'Brien takes a good mark on his chest. People sitting back enjoying themselves here.
That's their first inside 50 for this quarter, where Gumeracha have had 3, but you can see how open the forward lines were, and they got an easy mark where Gumeracha is not getting that. They're fighting hard to get a shot on goal. So
O'Brien towards the golf course end of the Summit. He'll kick from about 48 metres, got close to the man in the mark, so it's a bit of a wedge shot.
Oh,
Daniels there.
South Coast Insurance playing it.
Fumbled what he should have taken. Sorry, it was actually Condon. My apologies. There's Squizzy Briers in the middle, past president. The Raiders, good Raiders faithful out here, out to their new second home.
Goal line, snap round the corner, Brumby, high ball, not gone 15. Punch through, off hands, minor score. That was the punch through by Jack Tobin.
Lancaster's defensive action there. Of course, Bomber Lancaster, a past Raider himself. These days, of course, with the Chunga. Jeffrey Lynn, just adjusting the flags there.
So Bomber played all his juniors at Mount Barker as well.
He did, much travelled.
Jeffrey coached him to a premiership.
There you go. See, man brings out all the facts. Goes to the brown belt more than Jaden J, our man Treverson. Ball comes over the back here. Handballed on there by
Tackle,
by
Explore
Deto.
Caravans.
And wrapped up nicely there. It's Jackson Clonan. Good tackle applied there by Bissell. So Ruckman Gavin. So Morgan, the price is right, officiating here. So Moran goes alone, got it down. Deto working the ball at ground level. Moran, like a giant praying mantis over the ball there. Ball comes back, fed out there. Oh, clever tap on, that's well done. Handball by Clonan. Yep. Finally, hack forward by Deto.
They're set up well again though.
Wing area. Raiders, Briars, got a bit of it. Sweeping handball inboard to Jace Bode. One kick away from inside 50. Forster's going to be the target. Takes a strong mark.
Yeah.
One-on-one contest there against Tobin. And good movement. Briars involved. Kick from Jace Bode. Well-weighted pass. He had 3 players around him and says, I'll have that one. Hasn't quite had his kicking boot on since coming to the summit.
No. Best venue perhaps in the hills, but maybe the posts are out of alignment or something, Benny, because he sprayed him. He has 2 goals, probably about 2 goals 5 at this stage, but this one's certainly gettable. Jeffrey Lynn has moved a bit and said no.
Jeffrey Lynn having his go at this time. There we go. If you're a HFL Media YouTube channel, Call of the Wild Facebook page, or HFL Media on Twitch, that man is tuned in right now and is thoroughly enjoying the coverage. See, he's sharing it with his friend there.
Fantastic. So Deto is starting to win a bit of a ball here in the second half.
Of course, the text line is Painted Wine Barrels and Signs text line.
Listen, played his 250th game. Good career. Ball comes out here. Johnny McDonald will break onto the left. Gives the Giannini. Runs through the centre square. Goes bang towards the tall timber.
Good.
Oh, good. That's Smith again. He spilt that, but they've been paid. So Corey Smith, that's his coach Penrose, who gave us a bit of time before the game. He'd be happy with the commitment of his players, but just can't get on the board. There's a little bit of shower activity, perhaps sleet, Benny, as the conditions. Perhaps the lights will have to be put on here a bit later on. Travis Lynn, as the ball goes out wide.
There is a bit of rain coming.
Actually, by the looks of that, you might have put your beanie on, Travis.
I've got it in my bag. I have to go get it.
Keep sweeping handball over the top, taken here by Biaggi with the vision inboard. Off to the races. Kick forward.
That's right.
Good mark.
This is a Yong.
So Yong wheels around on the right boot. Kick into the pocket area. Raiders defence holding up well for the time being. Handball over the top. Good defence, forward line pressure there. Is he going to be rewarded, Clonan? I think he is for his Explorer Caravan's tough tackle. Bit of a little Hampton Landscape forward memorable moment for Gumeracha. And they've got a chance here. Kick forward. Dangerous hotspot situation. High flyer, but a good strong mark and a bit of a calamity over the back there.
It's Bailey.
Good Lancaster's Property Services defensive action. Finds Johnny McDonald.
So McDonald moves up the line. Bissell. Oh,
South Coast Insurance.
Yeah, good spoil there from Gumeracha. Ball comes backwards. This is Daniels Gray in the helmet, close to the interchange area. Puts it out over the boundary line. Lights are on down at the soccer pits, boys, so we could expect here at the main oval, the Gavo round venue, that could well be switched on as conditions getting a little bit darker. And of course, no doubt the Wistow doctor will be coming through soon, Travis, just to drop the temperature a little bit more. So in front, the big man, Lane, grabbed out a ruck, runs himself in the trouble and fists it clear. Loose ball. Johnny McDonald will be the first to get there. Has a touch of the fumbles. Worn down well by the big man there in Adam Jones.
Yep. Ball up situation. Wing area. Umpires today, Robin Borges and Morgan Price. Handball off. Ground level ball. Force it. Sweeping handball out the back. Gumeracha, as Trav said, using a lot of the handball. The big man kicks the ball inside 50. 2-on-1 situation, but a good mark. Not quite. Remy Deto. Raiders looking to clear the ball once again. A golden opportunity there. It turned into a South Coast Insurance clanger. Brumby had a good first half. Wheels around on the right boot into space, but a good peel-off mark. And we've got a bit of free-flowing footy here. Once again, Gumeracha going to handball to Jack Parker, the captain.
Yeah, it does indeed. Puts out here the wing area.
Back
Mark
in your pace. Off we go.
So Kyle Smith goes inboard, missed the target, and Cody Smith. Cody Smith follows up. Oh, quickly gets a handball out. That's well done. Gave it to the young man in Greg.
Not
Tuck
quite.
and Greg.
Good pick up.
Nurses one.
Nice.
Forward, and that's good on the lead.
Nice. South Coast Insurance Clanger.
Couldn't just quite hold the ball there, so luck not going for the Pies at the moment. Bouncing ball.
Just an almost.
But how much better are they playing though?
Cope
They're
Frill,
using the football heaps.
Just couldn't
heaps
hold
better.
this here, so it comes across here, the Bode. Yeah. Oh, did he hold it long enough?
Not quite.
Just dropped the World Cup maybe. So as the ball comes out wide here, so the Pies looking to get on the board up the line. Here's Benny O. Daniels. Happy to see the ball over the line. The Academy boy has signalled, so Matt Daniels with the free kick for the Pies.
Yep, kicks the ball to the half forward line. Briers cuts it off. Here's the Raiders link up. Oh, watch out. Got rid of it just. Handball out the back door. Jace Bode. Downfield, or is it going to be a Gumeracha free? Oh no, downfield. Briers getting a bit of it. Handball. Oh, South Coast Insurance Clanger put his teammate Johnny McDonald under pressure.
Oh,
That's
Morgan
going out.
Price is a little bit confused. Clanger from him maybe.
Lots of arm movements here.
Yes.
As Luke Fawcett goes backwards to the half flank. So at least Gumeracha, I reckon, in general, are controlling the tempo at the moment.
Yep, Corey Smith with the pass up line finds Biaggi. He's former Tanunda boy. His third year with the Pies. Nurses up the line. That's a good intercept mark taken by the young man of Zach Broderick, one of the younger brigade for the Raiders, along with Ollie Stubing. They actually front up and played at 17s and then play A-grade, Benny. So fit boys. I'll sleep well tonight in this big ground. Comes back to Braddock. Nurses one up the line. Eduardo Smart picks it up his bootlasers, has a bounce. Nurses it nicely to the lead. It was meant for Forster, but chipping in is Jesse O'Brien. Another shot on goal. We kicked the last goal of the first half at the 19-minute mark. We've played nearly 12 minutes of the third term, and he's put it off unselfishly to Denham.
Oh, off he goes for number 5. Kicks it. So he's kicked 5 of the 9 goals. Trav, C&J painting stats that matter.
Yeah, they're a lot closer this time. The Gumeracha are winning the inside 50s this quarter, but they're still 14 behind with that one. 30 kicks plus to Bridgewater, 8 handballs plus. Gumeracha using the handballs lots, as you've called as well. And then, obviously scoreboard 9 goal, 12 to 2 points. Very one-sided.
Back in the middle, thanks to APC. Here's 123, AustralianPaving.com.
They kicked 6-6 in the opening quarter, and you thought the floodgates were going to open. But well done to Gumeracha. So they're not scoring themselves, but they've nullified the Raiders a bit.
So Rucks will go at it here.
They've manned up a lot more this quarter as well, so that's something that Lee would have worked on at halftime.
Ground level ball. Nice work. Handball out. Man who's got a bit of it here. Off we go. Luke Fawcett meantime. Kicks the ball forward. Gumeracha starting to run out of the midfield, but a good defensive action there. Lancaster's Property Services.
Bailey.
So Bailey. Pop up past Briers. Briers on the left boot. Works it out to Benny O. So O'Donnell. Good link-up play here from the Raiders. Giannini. 64-point margin. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills now Barker forward scoreboard. O'Donnell playing keepies off. Good link-up play. Briers, he's got plenty of it. Goes to Eduardo Smart. High ball, says all the best, take that mark. And Jesse O'Brien says no worries, I will.
So strength there. Jesse O'Brien said former Brisbane player. So spent some time in North Adelaide, I think, Benny. Also Onka Valley, best in Ferris and skipper.
He's
another one on the phone.
Watching the Call of the Wild and HFL Media YouTube channel, which is great, and Twitch.
So O'Brien for his second, goes towards the golf course, and has got the carry, yes, his teammates like it. And more importantly, umpire Jeffrey Lynn raises the 2 fingers.
So Raiders once again starting to up the ante here, Trav. CJ Pony stats matter.
Yeah, they are for sure. But they're a lot more skillful. Like they're using the football a lot better. They're keeping it off the ground, using the kicks a lot more. So you can see they're 35 plus in the kicks still. So 144 to 109 kicks, 14 plus inside 50. So they're dominating.
Handy to have O'Brien back in the lineup. There's the packed house on the hill. Good Gumeracha contingent up there.
Be a little bit chilly there. Might have to put the tent up in a while, Benny.
The Rucks will go at it. Duel in the middle there. Ellis around it. Giannini managed to get a handball away. That was pretty impressive. Braddock, he's showing a bit. Kicks the ball to half forward line, and Denham is just marking everything that comes in his area. Only one so far that's just having a few issues is Forster, and he could be on the end of this one. It goes right to the line. He will be on the goal line. Drop the mark. Bit of a South Coast Insurance clanger. Brumby set upon immediately in a tackle. Gumeracha's pressure winning out here as Biaggi will have a bounce.
Yeah, Biaggi, wing area, lifts the eyes, centres the ball. So good movement there. Quickly across the ground, finds Smith. Corey variety. He's got support there from the young man, and Greg will give it back to Smith. Liked his game this afternoon for the Pies. Puts it forward, but Bode just chipping out nicely. Lifts the eyes and puts it out to a loose raider out wide. This is young Braddock. So Braddock going forward, finds another youngster in Brumby. Ben variety. He'll centre the ball nicely and picks out Bissell.
So Bissell outside 50. Forster's deep. It's got to be cut off.
Yeah, that's got to be a clanger too.
Clanger, South Coast Insurance clanger. Kick out. Nice mark. Taken there by Smith. So Cole Smith. Better play by Gumeracha. Giannini with the fist. Ground level ball. Johnny McDonald uses his experience and his fend-off work. Handballs to a teammate there who's wrapped up in the tackle.
And Micah Brumby, yeah. Put him under the hammer a bit there.
So the price is right. Umpire, price is right. 8 minutes left on the clock. This is Mount Barker Order Group Country Division action. There's a kick towards the half forward line, and good control, good pressure though, equally.
Yeah, Giannini, he'll give it over the top to O'Brien. He judges it, don't argue, to Grigg. What can he do from here? I think he was going to try and do something special, but instead of magic, it turned out rather tragic, Benny. So out over the boundary
snag,
line.
isn't he?
So they're going,
$25 Lowe's meat go voucher.
So Watson involved that bit of play. He certainly kicked a contender early in the first term. So the Pies through Matt Daniels. He'll bring the ball back. Sorry, he's going to give it to his partner in crime in defence in Condon. Another ex-Adelaide uni boy. So the Pies deep in defence here. He'll go across to Daniels. So still in the last line of defence, as you can see. Picket fence just behind him. This is the bite line. This has got a hit. Does indeed. Corey Smith. It's probably just about the best this afternoon, in my opinion, for the Pies. Puts it out wide. Clash of bodies there. Loose ball. Foot races on here. Young man in Braddock wins out. Gives it to Benny Ode. Gives it to Dunbar. The Dukester puts it up the line. Diving nearly a mark there to Bissell. Spills it out over the boundary line. The Academy boy comes in. So no last touch paid there. So we'll have a ruck duel. 18 minutes nearly played here. The quarter wild of Wild Hills footy. Trust you're enjoying our coverage. Let us know where you're watching.
Yep. Ball over the back. Dunbar around it. Good tackle pressure. The clock ticks towards about 8 minutes left here in the third quarter from the Summit. Good conditions. Denham has kicked 5 as the leading goal kicker. Out towards the boundary line. So it'll be a free kick here.
Brumby.
So Brumby started the game on the bench. Goes with a well-weighted pass to the half-forward line. Ground level ball. Nice hunting. Involved in there was Archie Watson. Kicked one of the snags of the day. But meantime, Gumeracha linking up well here. Oh, that's a clever improvisation. Opens it up now. Raiders through the centre of Summit. Brumby. Bit of a hat kick inside 50. Forster looking to wrap up his direct opponent, but that's clever work there by the Gumeracha defender who's doing well. And as you can see, Forster's getting frustrated.
Yeah, Tobin, I think it is. So, yeah.
Off he goes.
So Tobin runs through the centre of the ground, goes with hands. So it's a teammate there around the corner. Adam Jones.
This is one way of doing it.
Finds Corey Smith. As I said, he's been pretty prominent for the Magpies. Puts it forward. Can they get a go out of this? Lane, the big man, gets it down the ground level. Let's sit trying to bullock his way through there.
Force it,
but Giannini right in the last line of defence. Takes the ball down. See
Travis Lynn
hard at work. How many those twisties does your kid get there, Travis? You knock them all off?
He's got them all. I'm not sharing anything.
Right.
Raiders. So far this quarter have kicked 2 snags, Denham and O'Brien. Gumeracha yet to chalk up a sausage roll at the moment. They go into the pocket. An opportunity, but it goes over the top there of the intended target in Frill.
Some of the youngsters there, Greg and Daniels Gray, getting involved, Benny. So it's good signs for the Pies. It's just frustrating. Just can't get a goal on the board.
Just missing a big forward. Like you see, Bridgewater's got 2 big ones, so they've got no stay-at-home forward down there. So.
Yep, Bryers had a great game. Handball over the top, the old 1-2. Bryers again on the left hand. Good run. Brumby's had a good game. Kicks to the half-forward line. Forster being worn like a glove. Gumeracha's defence holding up well. Forster gets it to O'Brien. O'Brien this way, that way. Doing a bit of backpedaling.
Explorer Caravan's work there by Jonty Yaps. There's no justice here as he corralled him, but in the end, Watson finishes off. But great work there by Jonty Yaps. Been here 2 or 3 efforts, but just can't beat weighted numbers, and Watson adding his 2nd goal.
Yeah, good work Gumeracha defence. Tobin involved as well, but in the end, sheer weighted numbers and a good snag there by Watson. He's kicked a few today. Trav, CJ Painting stats that matter.
You feel for Gumeracha. They work so hard to get the ball up forward, and then it just comes out so quickly, and then Bridgewater get it up the other end, and just a couple kicks and bang, she's through the middle.
Actually, Penrose there working the magnet board.
Danny Leith, the runner.
Pies, what a great era they had when they won those 3 consecutive grand finals back in the centre for APC. Simple as 1, 2, 3, Australian Paving. So Moran, Lane, ball comes down, locked up there, tackle, going nowhere. So now umpire will come in once again and recommence play in the centre of Summit Park. Ball 1 out here. Moran, the big man, agile at ground level. Goes to ground.
So their pressure and intensity is lifted in at Gumeracha's around the football.
Yep. Yes, indeed. So. Umpire sets underway again. Once again, the big men do battle. Moran gets down. Giannini, quick hands. The Bryce go back to Giannini. Puts it out wide. Here's a chance for the youngster in Braddock. He's got a paddock to work in.
Oh, it's on here behind play.
Gathers the ball.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, you watch that. As Dunbar moves the ball forward, finds Denham. He's dropped the mark. Meanwhile, the whistle is gone.
Yeah,
got a card coming
out.
A
yellow card. See you later.
Oh,
hello.
Still going there.
I'm sure a memo was sent out during the week, Trev, about this stuff.
It's, Ellis getting involved there for the Raiders. Pies come from everywhere. Yes,
might be a few yellows here.
To flow here. It's a flowing scrum. Let's just see what comes out there.
Umpire, the price is right. Just getting on that whistle.
Clonan, Daniels. Ellis.
Looks like
someone's been yellowed.
He's pointing at a few to go off, I think.
Some players been yellowed.
Ellis looks like something out of our Gladiator with the suit hanging off, but it looks like he may well have been
44.
issued.
His head was out his sleeve hole.
So Ellis looks like he's been given his.
Maybe 4 of them is there.
We've got 4 yellows there, have we?
Could be Bissell as well.
4 yellows.
Could be BRG, I think. So.
I'm guessing that's 4. Trav, can you just check if that's 4 yellow cards?
You want me to go for a walk?
Still a bit
yeah,
BRG's one of them. Still a bit of verbal going on.
Yeah.
There's the crowd on the terraces. Let them know about it. So down 2 apiece. So
to me, it looks like there's 4 cards there.
4 yellows.
New rule this year: you can replace them straight away, so they're not off for 10 minutes.
I was going to say this would be like VFA. We're playing 16 aside back in the old days, Travis.
Yeah.
Even HFLW. So meanwhile, back with the game. Lurking deep in forward lane. Diamond good desperation there for Explorer Caravans by the big man. Over the boundary line.
Stoppage situation, forward pocket area. Raiders in control since the first quarter, 78-2. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills Mount Barker forward scoreboard. Gone out of bounds, off hands. Of course, thanks to all our sponsors for this one. The boundary.
Blade Abraham, the umpire there, he's the under-16s captain of the Mount Barker, got the Curry Cup last week.
So Dunbar with an opportunity, snap round the corner, and that's gone out of bounds on the full.
So in the card situation, president of the HFL here, Travis, is president, as in club president, allowed to complain FIFA style and get a card taken away?
We've had that a few times. A few emails come in to see if we can get the car taken away, but sadly, no. I've not issued any revoking of it.
Right, so Parker up the line. Moran in front, off hands. Here's Smith again. Corey Smith goes forward.
Oh, yep.
Juggling mark taken there by Ryan Keefe.
Little bit of drizzle.
Former Modbury and Birdwood player in his second year. The heavens start to come down a little bit, and Benny O just puts the big fist to the ball, which will head towards the boundary line. As you can see on the screen now in the background, the trees. The rain's starting to come down here.
Who's that? Oh, great man Craig Evans.
Yes.
Minute and a half left in the third term. Raiders in control. Clever ruck work. Giannini. He's had a good game. It's at Braddock, I think it was. One-on-one contest. Here's Brumby in the Micah variety. Ground level ball coming through. O'Brien got it out to Eduardo Smart. This way, that way.
Oh.
Weaving his way through a few Gumeracha players. Heavy football at the moment with the slippery conditions.
There's a bit of a claim there for the big man. Moran has said slippery ball now, and he just dropped that one.
Inside the closing minute.
Ball up. Price is right. Taken there by Lane. Gives that to Smith. He's knocked up kicking kicks this afternoon over the top here. Foot races on. Yong. Ball staying? No, it doesn't. So the academy boy will come into play. So in the shadows here of three-quarter time, it's the Raiders in control, but well, only by 41 points at quarter time, but really, well, they've been restricted a bit. We'll be interested to see if they fire home in the last quarter. Here's Bryce wrapped up in the tackle by Fawcett, trying to force his way clear. He was going nowhere. So
C&J painting stats that matter at three-quarter time. Travis Lynn before we go 4 yellow cards in that quarter. A little bit of feeling.
I'll go and have a chat with the umpires in a minute. But yeah, Bridgewater up 37 kicks, up 17 inside 50s. So it's 34-17, but there was a rapid improve. I would have thought that Gumeracha would have won inside 50s there. They were banging it in there early. Plus 11 handballs, and plus 13 marks. But their intensity lifted at the footy as well as man and up as well. They still had Bode was loose in defence and all that, but only one of them instead of 4 like they had in the first half.
There you go. All right. So at three-quarter time, it's the Raiders leading 11-13 to 2 points on the Harcourts Adelaide Hills Mount Barker Ford scoreboard. And we'll go back to Footy Central with Tommy here.
The Call of the Wild would like to sincerely thank the following local businesses for their support. Call of the Wild's premier partners for 2026. Harcourts Adelaide Hills. Adelaide Hills' leading real estate agency has the very best people in the industry. Your Adelaide Hills property specialists. Mount Barker Ford, proud to be your local Ford dealer in Totnes. Major partners, Lowe's Meat Co, roasted. They can cook your meats for your dinner party or your weekly Sunday roast dinner. Australian Paving Centre, easy as APC, providing premium quality home landscaping and improvement, materials sure to fit both your budget and style. South Coast Insurance, a local insurance broker with offices in Mount Barker and Victor Harbour, committed to providing personalised and straightforward insurance solutions. Little Hampton Landscape and Firewood, offering a wide selection of quality Adelaide Hills firewood and landscape supplies for your home or worksite. Call of the Wild official partners for 2026. Loberthal Hotel, your local family-owned hotel and bottle shop in the Adelaide Hills. Lancaster's Property Services, delivering complete residential and commercial property maintenance and trade solutions in the Adelaide Hills and metro areas. Simply Shutters and Shades, inspiring people to create fun and functional spaces which bring people together. Explorer Caravan Sales, family-owned Adelaide-based caravan retailer, 40 years of experience and insights in the caravan industry. C&J Painting, Dulux accredited, locally owned and operated small family business recognised for quality and reliability. Call of the Wild would also like to thank our supporting partners for 2026. Frontline Construction Recruitment SA, Francisco's Pizza, Gutterback, Kiwanis Charity Bookshop, Woodside News Agency, Twist and Top, 24 Fit, Bespoke Air Solutions, Adelaide Wine Barrels, Lock Around the Clock Locksmiths, Direct Flooring Solutions. Their assistance is greatly appreciated towards the coverage and promotion of community football in the Adelaide Hills. Now it's back to the team, the best in the business team, the Call of the Wild team.
Welcome back to the Summit Park in Mount Barker. Call of the Wild bring you the vibe of Hills footy, globally streamed, and 3/4 time on the Mount Barker Auto Group Country Division Round 15 matches. The hosting Bridgewater Raiders, all in charge 11-13. Gumeracha were just the 2 behind, so a 77-point margin in favour of the Raiders, as we said, playing their second of a double home match. Last week they had a win against Kangaroo, and well, look like they're on their way for another win, so enjoying the new home ground facilities here, Benny.
Travis Lynn.
Yeah, I forgot my microphone, so I had to run back here. Definitely 4 yellow cards.
4 yellows,
Yeah, the price is right. Give him warnings, and then they come in afterwards, and he's sent them all off.
Fair enough.
So he's happy with the decision.
He's very happy with himself. So, round the grounds for Harcourt's Adelaide Hills, Mount Barker 4, 3/4 time, Loberthal 7-4, Nairne-Bremer 4-7, Onka Valley 11-6, Blackwood 5-7, and in Country Division, Mackie 11-9 are leading Achunga 7-4.
So back in the middle, final quarter. Thanks to APC, Easy's 123, AustralianPaving.com. 11-13-79 to Gumeracha, 2 points. Gumeracha looking to finish strongly and get a snag on the board. This man's been good. Pistols out of the middle, of course. We're talking about number 16 there.
Yeah, Smith.
Smith, he's been great.
Rory Smith, yeah.
So half forward line, Eduardo Smart wheels around on the right boot, kick inside 50.
Great grab.
He's had a good game. O'Brien presenting nicely across that forward line. He's got an opportunity here to kick Raiders' first goal to start the final quarter.
That was a good strong mark because he was full pelt. And,
he's going to line up here directly in front from inside the 50 arc. And it's gone straight over the goal umpire's head. Yes. All clear. Robin Crompton.
So Josh O'Brien's second for the game inside the first 50 seconds of the final term. So whoever Jace Bode gave him a bit of a rev up, Benny, at 3/4 time, saying, look guys, percentage could be handy. And yeah, we've been down a bit after kicking 6 in the first term. They've kicked 2 and then 3. So they kicked 5 goals in the following 2 terms. So that's the opportunity. Here's Fred Fraser.
Oh, she's on the Call of the Wild text line there.
She is. It's Mrs. Golding. Di Golding. It's one of the great stalwarts. And great to see the Bridgewater Football Club back playing at mainstream level after a couple of years just to see great. So back in the centre. APC, as the rain starts to fall, Giannini, so the Raiders starting to surge forward. Is Denham, could he track it? No. Dunbar getting involved, applies a tackle there. In the meantime, Nillil draws, so the ball will come in and ball it up.
Inside the 50. So Denham's kicked 5 snags. Some good Lowe's Miko snagger today contenders. Of course, don't go anywhere. Got the Simply Shutters and Shades.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Post-match show without Jaden.
I know one man will be tuning in from Melbourne. It's Jaden J. Hill.
With a probably with a red pen and marking and crossing off anything that goes astray. But
and you'll hear it in your earpiece, no doubt, Benny. When
well, I think the best bet for me is to open it up to everyone and allow them to ask some questions as well. Be inclusive, it's very important to be inclusive. So I'll take the head.
Frill gets the ball up here. Johnny McDonald, good contest there against Clonan. So McDonald down on his haunches.
Beanie's on now. It's cold out here.
Johnny Max looks like
a
he's
bit sore. Yes. So joining the walking wound because Joffa Jeffries went off in the second term as the conditions getting a little bit winterish. Yep. Funny to say as we're in July, but been not bad conditions, but as I said, the Wistow Doctor, and looking out the door, the Vandermaker over the golf course, is a little bit of a misty rain, which looks like it's set in for the rest of the game here. Benny, as the ball goes forward, gathered there by Watson, who kicked perhaps one of the contenders that you might be talking about later in the post-match show, and Morgan Price will come in and ball up.
Yeah, had a bit on his plate. Oh, that's a sling tackle off the play there. No, not paid. Good tackle pressure.
More of a dangerous tackle than a sling tackle, Benny. I thought he just lifted him up and put him down.
There you go, we have the official ruling.
Thank you very much, needed that. Umpire Price is right, throws the ball up. Giannini.
Right, I'm Cowboy.
Mounted there. Repeat forward entries here. Away we go again. Rucks go at it. Ground level ball. Bryars coming through. Put under pressure there by Fawcett. Good attack on the ball.
Oh, that's a
this way, that way. Almost dropped his dats. In fact, he did. Giannini, I think it was, having a flying shot to go into the forward pocket. How's the bounce? It's gone through for a minor score. Umpire Crompton on the scene. Good stuff.
Case of the look away handball there, Benny, and Giannini wasn't expecting it either, so a bit of a clanger there. So as you see, conditions starting to settle in here. So it'll be Tobin runs out the square with the ball for the Pies, puts out wide to Apps. Johnny Apps takes the mark there.
He's been good.
He has been
defence.
good. Third year with the club, ex-Modbury player. So Apps. Not a lot on offer here as the game sort of becoming a little bit congested as conditions make it scrappy. So up the wing area, over the back of the pack, loose ball. Gathered here for the Raiders. They'll go inboard, find Brumby. He's been very good this afternoon. Nurses up the line, finds Bryars, who's also been very effective. So two former Ironbank Bridgewater players combining. So ball goes high, coming out. Yes, Denham just found space.
Good.
There's Apps in the background there. Looks like he's in a little bit of a discomfort.
Maybe the groin.
So as we see in the replay here for the Laberthal Hotel, just front bar, people are enjoying themselves this afternoon in the wharf, watching the Call of the Wild. Why not? The Viva Hills footy. So Denham, a chance here for Benny for number 6, which is a pretty good return in conditions that are a little bit difficult now.
Maybe a bit of cramp there for Apps. So Denham with a shot directly in front for number 6, slots that one. Half a dozen snags today. He's looking good. Very good, in fact. He's kicked 40 goals entering this one. Been named amongst the best players 6 times. So he's moved up to 46 snags for the season. He was trailing Alex Forster, who had kicked 67 goals entering this one. But he's making some inroads. C&J Painting stats that matter. Travis Lynn. Good start here for the Raiders for the final term.
It is, but it's really contested football now with the wet weather coming in. Like it's only drizzly rain, but it's still slippery out there. 42 plus kicks for Bridgewater, 21 plus inside 50s. They're hammering the inside 50s now. But I've got it as Gumeracha are winning the clearances by 1, 9-10.
Back in the middle, thanks to APC. Easiest 123 AustralianPaving.com. Been a good rock contest. Are we going upstairs? Maybe just we're reviewing the...
waiting for the boundary umpire, I think. He's going to fetch the footy.
Got the Adelaide...
NPL?
Got the Adelaide United NPL game down there. Maybe we get the camera on that for a bit.
I might have shooted it. Maybe we can call that. Because a great man, David A, might be down there.
He might be commentating it, actually. So back in the middle, umpire Price is right. Marshalling the troops, throws the ball up. Rucks go at it. Ground level ball. Hacked off the ground by Brumby. How's the bounce? Pretty good. O'Brien, I think it is. Dropped the ball. Umpire says play on. Handball out. Juki Dunbar this way, that way on the left boot. Denham on the goal line. Number 7. Thanks for coming. All clear.
Good assist there by Dunbar. Looked to turn on his right and then went on the favoured left. So we see the replay here thanks to Laberthal Hotel. This way, that way. Denham top of the square.
Brumby's got to be in the chat for most effective player as well. I know that.
He's been good.
7 goals, is it now?
Yep.
But Brumby's been getting the ball in there a lot, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. The younger brigade for the Raiders. Michael Brumby's been good as well. And young Braddock. It's Bailey in defence, so haven't had too many passengers this afternoon, the Raiders. So back in the centre for APC. Easy as 123 AustralianPaving.com. Bouncing ball. As conditions are improving a little bit now. Lighter. Well, why not? The lights are actually on. This ball comes out. Here's a chance for Watson. Handballs out the man we just talked about, young Braddock. Lifts the eyes, goes towards the top of the square. Forster, a bit of juggling work there. Lurking his app. Seems to recover from groin injury. Dr. Goldfinch consulting. In the meantime, a holding on Edward Smart, I think it is.
Bit of experience from Smart
Yeah,
there.
made him see that.
Yep. When we talk about experience, of course, Eduardo Smart. Of course, Onkers, Nord, old Bill Burbians. He's going to retire, but decided to come out and kick with his old Norden teammate. So right behind him is James Davis. And as you can see, straight through the high diddle.
Got the 100-point lead now.
So what we talked about at three-quarter time is starting to eventuate. They've got 4 goals now over the opening 8 minutes. So the Raiders certainly going for the jugular here, Travis Lynn, and also boosting percentage.
Yeah, for sure. They're dominating everything. So plus 45 kicks, plus 23 inside 50s now, and then plus 18 marks. But they've just got the footy on a string, all of them. Gumeracha can't touch it at the moment.
Back in the middle, thanks to APC, is 123 AustralianPaving.com. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills Mount Barker Ford scoreboard 15-13 to 2 points. Once again, Rucks go at it. Giannini's going to collect it here. Is he? He's under pressure. Hacked off the ground by the big man. Out towards the outer side. Good pace. Braddock, good tackle. Here's James.
He's very happy with his work there, James Davis. Bit of a music guru too, Benny, as we know.
That.
Yes.
Just near the scoreboard area. 16 minutes left in this quarter. Once again, ground level ball.
We could have history here, Travis. Not only Raiders hosting the second country division game here, but could be the case of the first team ever to score a goal in an A-grade game here at the Summit. Perhaps we had Jaden J watching. Perhaps he might send that stat down the line.
Probably a record that we don't want, though, isn't
no,
it?
except in Gumeracha working their butts off here.
Yeah. Yep, Rucks go at it. Ground level ball.
Pretty scrappy game in
Jack
the last
Parker
2 minutes, though, isn't it?
Get over it. Dragged it in. Umpire says I'll have it.
Yeah, they're just missing those, as you said before, well, when you look at the goal kicking here, you've got a couple of blokes kicked over 100 goals between them for the Raiders, and leading goal kicker coming to this game was Remy Deteau with 12 goals for the Pies. So they just haven't got those big clunking forwards that they had obviously in the past. Michael Walters, these sort of guys.
Unlucky not to get a free kick there. A big ruckman for Bridgewater.
Moran, yeah.
Might
Looks
have hurt
like
too. Landed on him.
Yes. Not much meat on the bones either, the young man.
Had to go at it all day. Without the backup support or from Dan Roberts or Brad James. Meantime, Gumeracha clearing kick. Having all sorts of trouble at the moment getting the ball past halfway, but here's a chance for them to do so.
So, Daniels measures up the line because this will be an opportunity from over the back of the pack. Meanwhile, the whistle is gone, so maybe a bit of tunnelling there.
It's a free kick to Gumeracha.
So, an opportunity here. There's the ball centre near the mark here. Parker sands his ground, takes a good mark. Captain Jack. He'll go out wide here, but Benny O just fills the gap nicely. So O'Donnell, probably wondering why do I leave the sun in Europe to come back here to the Summit on a rather chilly Saturday afternoon in July. Finds a teammate, puts up the line. Dunbar almost slipped, takes the mark in the sleeves. Dunbar up the wing area. Here's Denham, works his way to the front of the pack. Off hands, Brumby has been very good. Overruns on this occasion. Comes back there. Parker is working very hard. Comes back. Gathered there by the Pies. Go backwards to Smith. Can he trap it? Corey Smith. He does indeed. He'll come out wide and find Tark and Grigg on the pavilion side.
Yep, works the ball to the half forward flank. Taken here by Remy Deteau. This is the interesting kick. Can they get a goal? Or at least have a shot at goal. Here's a force it almost to the mark, and he earns a free kick. Have a shot. Oops, someone's down behind play here for the Raiders.
Yeah, it looks like Ellis, Derek Ellis, the late inclusion. Late inclusion. Yeah, he's in the. Let's hope it's not as bad as it looks, but he's in a world of pain at the moment.
Knee or an ankle?
Yeah, so training staff getting out there, so we might be in a little bit of suspense here till Biaggi has an attempt to raise the first goal, but yeah, he's, as you said, Benny, lower leg. I know you're good at...
he's in a bit of pain,
I know you're good at your
I
know you're good at your diagnosis.
I think it's an ankle.
You can almost rule him out now, Benny.
Yeah, we'll just cover it and say it's a leg injury.
Yeah.
Ben. Yeah.
Oh, he's
asking if he wants a barrel. Just a goal would be nice.
A goal. Try and get a goal. Yep.
There you go. Live and on the spot. It's meanwhile.
Travis Linder's giving him some advice here.
Yeah. Can you get an interview before he kicks it, Trav?
Ben Biaggi, as the unfortunately we're going to see the stretcher come out.
Yeah, so Derek Ellis says it late inclusion with the withdrawal of Dan Roberts. And well,
I'm no doctor, but I'm thinking broken leg, shin.
Yeah.
In a world of pain.
I'll probably read that he's concussion.
Yeah. No, I think
all
it's
jokes aside, that
Definitely
it
a
looks unfortunate here in dying moments. There's opportunity at senior level, and something we don't like to see. Sammy Witt out there also, to the left of screen. Good care out there. One thing that's improved a hell of a lot over the years, Benny, is the medical attention.
Might as well bring up some of the sponsors for...
Yeah.
Calling for an ambulance now.
Oh, this could mean the game perhaps could be curtailed. I'll have to wait and see. But you're quite right, Benny. We'll just go through the Bridgewater sponsors. Of course, Aztec Developments, Electromech, Florio Cranes, JS Kitchens and Cabinets, J&M Landscaping, MCS, Managed Construction Solutions, Elders Insurance, and Mergent Recruitment Advisory. And for the Gumeracha Football Club, I'd like to thank Casper Electrical, Gumeracha Hotel, the great man John O'Day Electrical, Salisbury Locksmiths and Torrens Valley Orchards. And as we say, very thank you to those sponsors and great supporters of community football. We can't do without you. But at the moment, we can report that Derek Ellis has been loaded onto the stretcher and it's been carried around, as you can see.
So Biaggi's probably going to go unload a torp here, apparently, tied on the boundary line.
So just waiting for be removed. We wish him all the best.
Nothing obvious when coming past there with a broke or ankle or anything?
No. Didn't get a comment, Trev?
No, he didn't want to talk.
Biaggi right in front of you here, potentially going to go the barrel.
So we'll let you take us through it, Travis Lynn down there.
Yeah, he should be aiming for the middle of the goals here. He's coming in now. Couple skips.
Down the full.
He's lucky to get
snuck in for a point.
No, I'm all right, thanks, mate. He's lucky to get a point there, I think. Jeffrey didn't move very far.
No. So, the goal drought continues. Third behind on the board for Gumeracha. Meanwhile, the Raiders 15-13. So, it's at 101 point margin. Sorry, 100 point, dead 100 ball.
Didn't go the barrel.
No, he didn't. So Raiders bring the ball back into play. Watson, the back was D-tight. Looks like he's come down heavily too. Hopefully they don't need the stretcher. Again, is Smart, close to the boundary, kept it in McStay style on Thursday night. Puts it wide here, and yeah, you're right. He's in a bit of trouble behind the play. D-tight. As the ball comes back in his direction, might be cramp flying for there was Stubing, the young man, picked up by Brumby. Micah up the line.
He finds Duke Dunbar.
That's an ankle injury as well. It's on the front of his ankle, so no cramp there.
But Dunbar, yellow boots, kicks the ball to the half-forward flank. Dinham.
Nearly
almost a mark there by Briers. Goes and gets it. Got the handball out just. Ragtail. Gumeracha defence under pressure. Clearing kick. Middle of the ground will be a 2-on-1 situation. Nice pick up by Giannini. This way, that way. He's going to go backwards. Finds a teammate there in Bailey, I think it is.
Is that an inside 50 for Gumeracha?
Yeah, well, it did go inside 50. So switching play out here.
I mean Stubing.
So Stubing, back pocket area. Slips over South Coast Insurance Klanger.
Well, I tell you what, that could be a Klanger.
Klanger
another reason. Yeah.
Morgan, the price is right.
So Stubing chips up line, finds Dunbar once again.
Wow.
Sure, if he'll get a call up on Call of the Wild again.
is smart. This way, that way. Eduardo is well corralled there.
He's lucky to get away with that one too.
The big man Lane. He's got a couple of Raiders on him trying to bring him down.
Slow motion tackle, that one.
He's not trying to bring down King Kong Bundy there,
That's
that big
it.
man. So, Morgan Price is right. They ball up. So Lane, Moran. Lane gets it down. Bryce, Dunbar, ducks to Chutney, tries to force his way out. In the meantime, the whistle has gone close to the boundary line, the interchange area here. So on the Viva Hills footy, it is the Raiders well in control as they lead by 100 points even and approaching the final siren here, Benny.
Morgan, the price is right. Free kick for the Raiders.
And that was there.
Yep, fair call. So the young ruckman in Jonty Moran. Little bit of a double-handed drop kick towards the half-forward flank. Good handball link. Gumeracha's defence done their best today, but too much class down the outer end of the ground. Meantime, kicked forward by Tato. It's going to be a 2-on-1 situation. Gumeracha with an opportunity, but this stringent defence from Raiders win out. Lancaster's Property Services style, and it's gone towards the outer side. Can Gumeracha get a goal?
So Matty Daniels, can he track the ball? Yes, he's got support there. Goes backwards to a teammate. In the meantime, out over the boundary line.
They turned some of the lights off, have they?
Kyle Smith, yes, they have.
Yeah.
Saved the power money.
Yeah, it's got dark again.
Because, don't forget, stay tuned for everyone, the People's Show here at the People's Ground, the Simply Shutters and Shades post-match, and Benny Goldfinch and maybe Travis Lynn might get involved as well.
Yeah, I'll bring him down there.
Little cast of thousands filling the big shoes, of course, of Jaden J. Hill. So Brumby tracking it, comes out here. Feeds the ball out to Greg.
Here we go.
Greg, the young
Can they get a snag?
Puts it forward. Oh, good defensive work there. Off hands to tight.
Oh!
Gets to a teammate, has a
snag.
flying shot. Could this be the
yes!
I tell you what, could that
get around him?
Could that be a candidate for the Gumeracha snag of the day, Benny?
Lowe's Miko snag of the day contender.
Benny Biaggi.
Fantastic.
So great to see they get some major reward for their efforts.
Good stuff.
The scoreboard's not real reflective of the game today. I think Gumeracha have been better than a one-goal team.
So off one step.
Been very competitive.
Just trying his hardest, try to touch it there was Bailey, but Jeffrey Lynn says I'm happy with that. So
a nice Lobethal Hotel replay there for the Gumeracha faithful. Back in the middle, thanks to APC. Eases 1-2-3. Gumeracha starting to get on a roll here. Can they get 2 goals? That would be pretty impressive.
Is the game too short for them?
Might be. They're on a rampage now.
The old pre-season 6-quarter trial.
8 minutes to go in the quarter.
They're a night-time team.
They are indeed. Speaking of night football, it'd be good to see out here, Travis. Anyway, that's perhaps the future. So Bissell, who was one of the men who got issued with one of those coloured cards, got it Giannini, round the corner, bouncing football, gathering there, taking was Condon. Here's young Tarkin Greg. A clever play from Watson, who could be a candidate for snag of the day. Comes back out here, over on it was Condon, so once again the ball a little bit slippery. Did a few errors. Candy showing there. Good work by Parker. Go back to Apps. Apps gives it back here to Jones. This comes to Denham,
number 8.
Round the corner. Could this bring up number 8? I tell you what, that's a very good goal to bring up your 8th goal.
He's in calculation. Someone enjoyed that one.
It's the old saying, isn't it? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If Forster don't get you, Denham must. Certainly,
good one.
Forwards. Well, that might be a banner if they make the GF.
Yeah.
How long have you been working on that one?
Well, Travis, as a cricket buff, you'd remember that from the old Lily Tomo days.
For sure, yep.
So back in the middle.
What's going on here, Travis? You're getting a bit soft in your old age.
It's quite nice in here, isn't it?
Well, it has, yeah.
Got the heater on.
On
Tommy.
Don't tell anyone, especially our boundary riders.
Back in the middle. APC Eases 1-2-3. AustralianPaving.com. Giannini gets onto the right handball. Work combines with the big man. He goes baying towards the half-forward flank. A gamble here, and it's South Coast Insurance Klanger off the chest. But this man's been good, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Smith. works the ball into the middle of the ground. Some highlights here for Gumeracha, that's for sure. Just playing a real premiership contender, that's for sure today. Ball's worked towards the half-forward flank. Clonan, he works further afield, and Biaggi takes a good mark. He's a classy forward, premiership player. His opportunity to kick Gumeracha's second and his second.
Tell you what, he's a multiple goal kicker if he gets this one. As the sun breaks out here, so we've had it all here at the summit.
Beautiful.
Well,
the people's ground.
Get the people what the people want, Travis.
Well, exactly. So this is his third shot in this quarter, old Ben.
And, well done to the Bridgewater Football Club for bringing football back to the summit.
Biaggi inside the 50, squeezes it across the face, still a chance, off hands, minor score. 6.5 minutes gone to go.
As you said, Benny Goldfinch will depart warmer area for out post-match out on the field there for his snag of the day and most effective. Up the line, Giannini, off hands there. Good recovery there by the young man Braddock, but Gumeracha stealing it there. Around the corner, there's the big man in Ezra. Lane.
There's a man in Melbourne right now with a red pen.
Yes, over the back here. Brumby across the ground. Meanwhile, the whistle is gone. It's going to come back here. We've lost the boot. It's all happening here.
Free kick to Bridgewater.
Ready to mark this out of
the Raiders. We'll nurse it up here to Stubing. Under 17 skipper has a little bit of a clanger there, but recovers nicely on the left, puts to the wing area. He's got a couple of targets here. Oh, good improvisation there. Gumeracha trapped the ball. Here's Smith. He's dispossessed. Perhaps could have got a free kick. Comes out into Dumbo. He'll turn on the left. No, go with the hands. Gave it to Bryce, streaking through. Breaks clear. Got a paddock in front of him. Lifts the eyes. Puts it straight down to the lead of Denham.
Looking for either number 9 or setting up a snag. He goes from outside the 50 right to the goal area. Free kick.
Yeah, Tobin held on to it.
What's he going to do? Free kick for Tobin.
And he's off.
He's had a good game, hasn't he?
He has.
He's restricted the spearhead to, 1 goal? Two goals.
First term, yeah.
That's a win for Gumeracha.
Absolutely.
Kick towards centre half back. Jack Parker. Working overtime in the defensive half of the ground.
He's tried hard for Gumeracha as well, hasn't he?
Finds Friel. Apps. Kicks it up the wing. Can they get an... Oh, that's South Coast Insurance clanger. Follow up well, though. Back. That's it. Get it forward any way you can, but there's Raiders players at ground level, and the big man does well. Jonty gets it out to Bailey. He goes further afield back to Micah Brumby. He's shown him the pill. Oh, that's embarrassing. Insurance clanger. That is a contender for top 3 for the season so far.
I think it was Daniels Gray finishing off there. But
he's shown him the pill.
Yeah.
Well, I think he thought it was a mark, and Morgan has not paid a mark, not 15.
He showed him the old pill, play on, ball hits the ground, and it's a goal. That's right up there as one of the South Coast Insurance clangers of the year. Let's have a look at this. Shows him the pill just before this. Thanks for coming. Ball ground level, and off we go.
Did Biaggi coming into the protected area also?
No, it was no free kick. It was play on. Morgan's called that not 15 play on.
Didn't hear the call, obviously, the Bridgewater play, but the result is, I think it's actually Daniels Gray. I stand corrected there, but number changed here this afternoon. They've kicked their second goal, so getting some rewards. So 16-13 plays 2-4 here. Dying stages of this game here at the Summit Park. By the Hills Footy coming to you through Call of the Wild. Trust you enjoy it. So back in the surfer APC. Easy as 123AustralianPaving.com. Comes down here. Daniels dispossessed. Lane, quick hands to Deto. Gets onto the run of a teammate there in Fawcett. The Pies streaming ahead again over the top. Here's Kleiner. Will it sit for him? Raiders defence under a bit of pressure. Clonan off the ground. Bouncing ball coming to meet it there. It was Young. Couldn't control it. Ground level. Raiders fighting hard. They're certainly keen to get another goal on the board here, Travis Lynn. Like bees around the honeypot, the Magpies.
They're up and about at the moment, aren't they?
They certainly are. So, throw up. Ball comes down. Bryars runs through a bit of trouble there. Managed to get the ball to a teammate. It goes bang with a Barry to barrel. I think that'll bounce high in this firm sunnet here. Oh, clever play by Smith. Got it across there to Friel. So the Pies, the last 5 or 6 minutes, dominating the forward advances. But Brumby taking a mark there. So they come out wide. Moran. So Moran nurses up the line to Bryce, gathers it nicely. Oh, his kick's a bit of a mung, but effective as it found Brumby. Bend variety in the centre of the ground, gives it Giannini. Giannini wheels onto the right, goes straight down the centre corridor. Coming across there and taking the mark though. It's Condon. Condon wastes no time, goes out wide, finds Deto. So Remy Deto with the mark. He'll nurse it up the line. Doesn't quite find a teammate there. Follows up. Gives it back to Deto. He'll go with the hand. Centre to ground. Force it. Dummies. Goes out wide. Oh, trying to soccer it forward there, missing complete was Friel. So a bit of a clanger there. Oh, perhaps taking a bit high there. Body. Realising sense of his area was force it. So free kick to Bissell. So Bissell crossed to Smart. Put him under a bit of challenge. Spoilt there. Comes back to Deto. Puts it. Here's Biaggi. Leaves it for Daniels. Intercepted nicely by Bailey. Goes with the hand to centre ground. Oh, a bit of a clanger there from Bryce as he coughed it up. Good enough to got it to Smart. Puts it out wide though. Comes out of here for the young man, and Braddock puts it to Forster. Oh, there's a clanger there from the goal kicker. He's had a really bit of a dark day this afternoon. Smith gets it back here to Grigg. And Grigg nurses up the line. Oh, off hands there. Another clanger. Bailey having a touch of the fumbles as well. So perhaps the ball's still a bit wet here. Braddock grabs the ball. Puts it forward, Forster territory, but well guarded. Comes back here. Condon gives it to Smith, who's probably their best player. Corey Smith for the Pies, puts up the line. Daniels, he'll come across here. Find a teammate. Oh, another clanger there. Just racking them up here late in the last quarter. Comes across here, finds Captain Jack. So Parker finds space, half-forward flank area, but Bissell will get back and take a relieving mark. So Gumeracha just falling down as they had across that half-forward line here this afternoon, Travis.
They have all day, haven't they?
And full credit to what's a pretty good defence, mind you.
They're a good outfit, Bridgewater, across that back line. When we had them at Meadows as well.
And of course missing Jeffrey since the early in the second term, so more credit to him. Here's the young man in Stubing, got a good future, this young lad. Goes backwards, finds another man in Sash. Sash will nurse it up to Bissell. As we said, we're one of 4 players who went there off for the umpire with a yellow card, so they go inside 50. Condon getting back up Denham's hands. Ball spit out there. Tough tackle applied there on Watson for Explorer Caravans, so the ball held up there. So the shadows of the final silence. Almost 31 minutes played here at the Summit. So 16-13 to 2-4.
Be a long quarter, I think, with that.
Yes,
stretcher.
a bit of a hold up. Yeah, quite right. So Apps keeping the ball, plays it to himself. Gathers, nurses up here to force it. Oh, a bit of a clanger there as it slips from him.
They've done that all day, though, haven't they? They've dropped chest marks.
They have. Ball comes up here to big man Lane, kept it in front of him. Oh, well done by the big man there with the last touch as the siren goes. So in the end, it's an emphatic win for Bridgewater, 16-13 to 2-4.
Good last quarter from Gumeracha, though, wasn't it? They were competitive, got a couple of goals on there.
Oh, absolutely. Their endeavour, you can't knock that. As we said, they just couldn't get the reward.
Perfect,
so
yeah.
93-point margin, I make it. So emphatic win. But when you look at it, that was 6-6 to 1 behind at quarter time. So already a 41-point margin, and what do we have, 56 points, 77 at three-quarter time, then 93, so it's the final margin. So Gumeracha.
Second and third quarter arm wrestle, wasn't it? Like they, like you said, only 5 goals kicked in those 2 quarters. It's just the bookends, the first and the last quarter. But Gumeracha looked a lot better in that last quarter, didn't they? They got the ball forward, they opened it up a bit more, got a couple of goals on the board.
And a good sign there is to see Derek Ellis, just seeing him coming to camera view here with a on his ankle, the ice pack. So that's good to see him. Not the fact he's injured, but the fact he's out there, and there you can see him just to the right of the screen there. So we talked about knees, ankles.
One of the Bridgewater trainers had a moment of Benny Goldfinch, rode him off one of the ambulance out here, and he's out here walking now.
Yeah, well, well, exactly. So What we might do, we might just cross back to Tom here at Footy Central for just a couple of acknowledgements of our supporters, and we'll be back here for Benny Goldfinch with the Simply Shutters and Shades post-match show.
The Call of the Wild would like to sincerely thank the following local businesses for their support. Call of the Wild's premier partners for 2026. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills. Adelaide Hills' leading real estate agency has the very best people in the industry. Your Adelaide Hills property specialists. Mount Barker Ford, proud to be your local Ford dealer in Totnes. Major partners. Lowe's Meat Co. Roasted. They can cook your meats for your dinner party or your weekly Sunday roast dinner. Australian Paving Centre. Easy as APC. Providing premium quality home landscaping and improvement, materials sure to fit both your budget and style. South Coast Insurance, a local insurance broker with offices in Mount Barker and Victor Harbour, committed to providing personalised and straightforward insurance solutions. Little Hampton Landscape and Firewood, offering a wide selection of quality Adelaide Hills firewood and landscape supplies for your home or worksite. Call of the Wild official partners for 2026. Loberthal Hotel, your local family-owned hotel and bottle shop in the Adelaide Hills. Lancaster's Property Services, delivering complete residential and commercial property maintenance and trade solutions in the Adelaide Hills and metro areas. Simply Shutters and Shades, inspiring people to create fun and functional spaces which bring people together. Explorer Caravan Sales, family-owned Adelaide-based caravan retailer, 40 years of experience and insights in the caravan industry. C&J Painting, Dulux accredited, locally owned and operated small family business recognised for quality and reliability. Call of the Wild would also like to thank our supporting partners for 2026. Frontline Construction Recruitment SA, Francisco's Pizza, Guttervac, Kiwanis Charity Bookshop, Woodside News Agency, Twist and Top, 24 Fit, Bespoke Air Solutions, Adelaide Wine Barrels, Lock Around the Clock Locksmiths, Direct Flooring Solutions. Their assistance is greatly appreciated towards the coverage and promotion of community football in the Adelaide Hills. Now it's back to the team, the best in the business team, the Call of the Wild team.
Welcome back, post-match here at Call of the Wild, Vibe Hills Footy, coming to you live today from the Summit Park here in Mount Barker, and we've seen a pretty comprehensive win, probably to be expected, but the final score, as we said, probably doesn't reflect the effort put on by Gumeracha. It's the Raiders 16-13 have defeated Gumeracha 2-4, 2 goals coming in the final term for the Magpies. Jeff Pistola with you, and of course been joined this afternoon in the absence of the great man Jane J. Hill by another man who's picked up the stats very well, and Travis in. So Trav, just a few quick stats.
Yeah, no worries, thank you. Bridgewater obviously dominating a fair bit of this, so up 43 kicks, 199, 156. Inside 50s were 40-24 in favour of Bridgewater. Marks were 55-40 in favour of Bridgewater, but if Gumeracha want to hold their hats on something, they, by my stats, they won the clearances 13-12 for the day. So they were in and under around the clearances and stuff like that. Everything else one-sided, pretty much. Handballs 69-59 in Bridgewater's favour.
Bridgewater's favour, yeah. So a pretty good performance by the Raiders, and I tell you, man, he's probably going to be gelled here slightly shortly for a good performance, because he has the big shoes to fill, as we know. As we get ready to get into Benny Goldfinch, Simply Shutters and Shades post-match show. Most effective player, and of course snag of the day. And I think he's just about ready to go. Yeah, all seems to be well. So without further ado, we'll cross down to ground level to, we'll use that man J Hill, but it's that man Benny Goldfinch.
Yeah, a bit of pressure on me. No, Archie Watson from Bridgewater Raiders has won our Lowe's Meat Co snag of the day. Archie, I think it was in the first quarter, is that right? Yep. Pistols, yeah, first quarter. A beautiful curler from the pocket. Talk us through it, as Jaden would say.
Yeah, Smarty running along the boundary, gave me a nice through ball, handball. Just grabbed it and banged on the boot, really. I was actually trying to centre it, but went through.
Oh,
fantastic. And your background, as Jane would say, at the Raiders, but also spent a bit of time at the Iron Raiders. Yeah, you're born and bred in Bridgewater, or where'd you grow up?
Well, I played most of my footy at Ironbank, and then through the merger with Bridgie, and then obviously got the call up to come over and play for Bridgie for a season, or as long as I want to stick around. But yeah, no, good. I'm loving it.
How old are you?
19.
19. And what's it like? What's the culture like at Bridgewater, and how have you found it with Jace Bode as a coach and a lot of experienced players as well?
Yeah, very, very good. Jace is a great coach and great bunch of lads around the club, so it's really good.
And you're growing with confidence, obviously, as the season's gone on yourself. What role do you like to play in the side?
High half forward, sort of. I've played towards the end of my juniors and first year seniors last year, and doing that this season as well. But yeah, it's my favourite role, I'd say.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks very much for joining us. I'll just cross back to Tommy for a change of graphic before I bring on our most effective player today. So thanks again, Archie.
Thank you.
Well done.
Cheers.
Yeah, it was a good goal, wasn't it, Pistols?
Yeah, it was. As we said, he made something out of nothing. He was running sort of out of space there, and he just managed to hook it back.
No, you're right.
So we'll go back downstairs to Benny Goldfinch with the most effective player.
Yes, and today, of course, that is from the Bridgewater Raiders, another man who's kicked 8 goals this season for them. And last time we did Meadows, Bridgewater, and Alex Forster kicked 8, and today Nick Denham's kicked 8. So as part of our Simply Shutters and Shades post-match show, he's won the most effective player, which includes the $50 Littlehampton Landscape and Firewood voucher. Will be great at this time of year. $10 Kiwanis Charity Bookshop for CDs, DVDs and books. South Coast Insurance stubby holder. Simply Shutters and Shades $100 voucher. Call of the Wild HFL hat. And a Francesco's Pizza voucher for $30 from the Mount Barker shop there. Well done, Nick. Fantastic. 8 goals. Happy with the day out?
Yeah, 100%. It was good fun. It was challenging day at times with a little bit of breeze and a little bit of rain around. But yeah, just happy to come away with a big win.
Have you found the last couple of weeks playing on this great ground that's obviously had some AFL matches as well?
Yeah, it's an absolute treat. Personally, I love a bigger ground as well. So as a forward, lots and lots of space. And yeah, the surface is beautiful. Even just training Thursday night, lots and lots of fun. And I think this time of year as well, just coming out to a beautiful deck is, as I said, an absolute treat.
And have you found it at the Raiders this season? I'll just ask you about your background as well before coming to Bridgewater. Have you found the community aspect at Bridgie?
Yeah, it's been awesome. So Alex Forster, John Giannini, Ben Vidic, plus a few others, we were sort of just looking for somewhere to have a kick and have a bit of a fun, and we feel like we've sort of hit the jackpot at the Raiders. Just a beautiful community, a great group. I think the fact that we're winning games feels like a bit of a bonus for us. It's been incredibly welcoming and lots of fun.
Your background, juniors through to seniors, where did it start for you?
I'm not sure we've got enough time for that, but juniors was Nord. That's how I know a lot of those boys. Ended up playing a bit of footy at North Adelaide as well, and I lived in Melbourne for a little bit, so played for a couple of clubs over there. Last few years I actually was playing with Alex at Pembroke Old Scholars, and then found my way to Bridgewater.
And what have you noticed the difference between the Hills and the competition you've come from?
Yeah, I think it's a lot more direct in this comp, which we love, and the complete opposite of this ground is Bridgewater, which is really short. It took me a little while to adjust to that, but it got kind of, like I said, I like playing on the bigger ground, but equally at Bridgewater, one kick out of the centre and you're pretty much on the goal square. So it's been like I said, lots and lots of fun. I feel like as a group we've just gotten better and better every week, and obviously as a forward that helps me out. So really enjoying it.
Pistols, got a question for Nick?
Yeah, Nick, well done. I was just wondering, the relationship and the partnership you have with Alex Forster, as Benny said, you're kicking goals. I think you've kicked 100 coming to this game between you. how's it work? One drips from forward, the other one over the back, but you have a sort of little plan that you work to between yourselves?
Yeah, well, I think, Alex naturally plays a lot closer to goal. It's probably more my game to get up the ground. So, I don't bother trying to get him to come up, but that's okay. I think the more you play with anyone, the more, I suppose, you learn how to play with them. And, we look for each other a lot. We block for each other. There was a couple of times where Forsty blocked for me today and opened me right up. So, I don't bother trying to keep up with him with the goals. He's a long way ahead of me now, but I suppose, like I said, we know each other's leading patterns. Sometimes it might just be a little look as the other one marks the ball to know that there might be a little late one that comes up and that kind of thing. So
Travis, question for Nick.
Yeah, how are you, Nick? Travis here. 4-quarter effort for you today. You kicked goals in all 4 quarters, so well done. Just a question on the ovals. Like you said, you played at Bridgewater all season other than the last 2 weeks. You would have probably run a kilometre in a match there. And then out here, you moved around really, really well. So your fitness is up, and you pride yourself on that because you presented well today. So.
Yeah, look, I think obviously, as a key position player, I'm blessed with some height, but never been, I've always been a lighter kind of player, and I think for me, moving around the ground has always been my strength. It's a delight to have lots and lots of space, and there are times today where that ball's coming off half back, and you just got heaps more room. Up at Bridgewater, that half forward line doesn't really exist at times. You're really just going back towards goal, so. I've always sort of prided myself on trying to get up and around the ground and creating that separation for my defender, and fortunately was able to get on the end of a few today.
No, you did that well today. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
All right, so we're heading towards August. Exciting time of the season. It'd be an incredible achievement for Bridgie to go all the way, obviously, back in the competition. So all the best. The top three's obviously the aim, and then see where you go from there.
Yeah, 100%. Very exciting time. It's starting to get to the pointy end, and we're really bullish on what we can achieve. So, like you said, hopefully that top 3 finish, and we'll go from there.
All right, thanks very much, Nick, for joining us, and well done.
Pleasure. Thanks, boys.
Cheers. Back to the booth.
Thank you very much. What a great performer on the day. And Nick did well as well. Saying, Benny, Goldfinch, well done, filling in the big shoes, of course, of Jaden Jehuwa. But, great performance, as you said. Great comment, the fact that he... was consistent kicking goals. He actually kicked the first 2 of the game there, and 8 goals. Would that be the leading highest tally kicked in a A-grade Hills Football League game here at the Summit?
Well, that's something that Jaden will come out with next week. I'm pretty sure
he might be on the line before the end of before we go off the stream. And
he'll come back with the stats that matter for us.
But just a few of the highlights there. But it might be funny when you look at the final margin, 93 points. But as we said throughout the call, Travis, that they had enough of the ball, Gumeracha. But let's face it, Bridgie, 4th versus 7th was the matchup, or 8th was the matchup. So. So they just find it hard to break through. It didn't until the last quarter with a couple of goals.
But even when they did break through, they don't have that stay-at-home forward or that big guy that you can just clunk a couple.
Yep.
Where Bridgewater have got the dual forwards as well, and it's going to be hard for anybody to match up on these 2 big guys in the finals, isn't it?
As we said, I suppose you can say Forster only kicking the 2 goals today out of it by his own lofty standards. He had a pretty quiet day, but when you got his partner in crime ditching him with 8, O'Brien with 3, Watson with 2, including the snag of the day, and Eduardo Smart popping up with the other one. So Well,
when you look at the finals, though, we're going to be playing footy at Chunga, Kangarilla, Kersbrook and Mount Pleasant for the grand final at this stage. So they're big ovals. So these Forsters
will get you on the right.
And that are going to show in the finals, aren't they?
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you what, he's become the king of the kids. Something Jaden doesn't do. He gets out and mingles with the public here, man, Benny. So we might cross down him. He's got a couple of young supporters.
I've spoken to this young kid today as well. So you'll be lucky to get away with 10 minutes, mate.
All right, here we go. Who have we got?
Denver. Charlie.
Now, you both are saying you enjoyed the Call of the Wild live stream, your subscribers?
Yeah, of course I am, mate. Yeah, I love it.
Fantastic. And just for our viewers, what do you play? The Raiders, obviously. What age group?
14s.
Yep.
Under 12s and 14s.
Brilliant. And how are we going?
Oh, yeah, top 2 beat Meadows this morning by about 20.
Yep.
Top 2 beat Hondorf last night, absolutely smashed them, and then this morning I played 14s.
All right, and your favourite, or where do you play?
What
position?
Forward pocket or up in the forward flank.
Forward line, like
full forward and just all around there.
Well, if you're in the grand final, we'll be live streaming your game. So keep going. Great work. Thanks for the shout out as well.
Thank you very much, mate. Love it.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Well done, Benny.
Junior fans.
No doubt.
I'm glad you got them on the downhill, mate, because they'd be taller than you.
And I'll tell you what, the game's finished, but he just loves getting in the camera work. Even the great man Jeffrey Lynn there just wandering in the background picking up the cones for us. So,
but I had a chat to Denver as well. He's been sitting there for a bit. He's been here since 7 o'clock this morning. He played under 14s. He ran water for the 17s. He bound around pied the B grade.
That's great.
And then he was running around kicking the footy in the A grade. And that's what community footy's about.
I was just about to say, that is what the community football is all about.
That's the difference.
We talk about how great it is and people here from this. And it's great for the community, and I know we've said it before, we'll say it again. Great to see football back here, Travis. So for your part in the Hills Football League being involved, but also to the Bridgewater Football Club, they've taken the opportunity.
Well, now those kids like that have got a pathway, don't they?
Exactly. You look out here now, there's still families out here kicking footy and all that, which is what we want and all that. And we're going to try our best to get footy out here as a league and all that. We might kick off a Div 1 out here next year is what our goal is. Have like a gather round kind of thing to kick the season off with all 4 A grade teams out here the week before the real stuff kicks off with the whole Div 1 team.
Can I just ask you, I know you got the rotation system hypothetically here, could there be an opportunity for the biggest game of the season, the Hills Football League A grade or Division 1 A grade grand final, or the whole day virtually, be played here at some time?
Yes, for sure. I floated it with Nairne for this season.
Yes,
to see if Nairne wanted to come out here. And in our old bylaws, it wasn't allowed to be put out here because no one's played out here.
No,
but now Bridgewater have played out here. But we've taken it out of the bylaws as well. We've got this rotation. So if you as a club wanted to have it out here, you can. And we'll be trying to do as much as we can. The council's got to come along with us as well and build a new bar, canteen, and help facilities and stuff like that before we can tick anything off. And now we're close to it, and Mount Pleasant as well. If they don't have it at Mount Pleasant, if the Oval doesn't come up, it will be out here at the summit. So
I think, and and all due credit to the council, perhaps there's been some bad decisions made in the past regarding the sports facility here, but it is for the people, as we call it, the people's ground, and that it's great to see it being utilised, and that it is a fantastic venue. Anyone who ever comes here just says how great it is, and so hopefully we can see it utilised a bit more.
And going on that, like we can't go what's been in the past, we can't go back and change
of course
it.
You can't.
So what we can do is move forward, and we're trying to do that. I'm having very proactive conversations with council and contractors to see what we can do to get footy out here, because obviously we want it here.
Now around the grounds for Harcourt Adelaide Hills, Mount Barker forward, a couple of final scores here for in Division 1. Lobethal 14-7 have defeated Nairne-Bremer 7-7, so kicking away in the last quarter there, Lobie, so still in the mix for a top 3 spot. And Onka Valley, well, they led 11 goals to 2 at one stage. Final score, Onka Valley 13-8 have defeated Blackwood 9-10 on a rather soggy Blackwood ground, we should say.
From what I saw,
And hang on, we've got another one coming in here. The carrier pigeons just come in. Harndorf, well, this is an important win. Harndorf 15-14 have defeated Urada 11-9 over at the Cabbage Patch. And, Mount Lofty, we all thought that perhaps a change of coach. Sometimes the side fires up, but Mount Lofty have had a good win, 120 points to 39, which possibly could put them back with the loss of Blackwood, could possibly put them back in the top 5. We'll have to wait and see, but certainly in both divisions of the league, the contests for the top 5 positions is certainly going down the wire. And because that country division, the other result we can tell you, Macclesfield bounced back. Macclesfield 15-13 defeated Echunga 10-5. So there we have it. And of course here, Bridgewater 16-13 have defeated Gumeracha 2-4. And of course we've seen our sponsorship, thanks to our sponsors of the quarter one, because the club support is here, and as you said, Travis, community football is very important, and part of that is the support from community businesses. So Aztec Developments, Electromac, Florio Cranes, JS Kitchens and Cabinets, JM & Co Landscaping, MCS Elders Insurance, Mergent Recruitment Advisory. We thank them for the support of the Bridgewater Raiders Football Club, and for Gumeracha, Casper Electrical, Gumeracha Hotel, John O'Day Electrical, Salisbury Locksmiths and Torrens Valley Orchards, all great supporters, as all the other clubs sponsors throughout the season that we read out. So thank you very much. Well, it's been an entertaining day here. Travis Lynn, thank you very much, not only for once again joining us for special comments, but also playing the roadie early in the morning or early in the day.
Well, we had
I
this
think,
out
the,
here
I think the
Thursday.
Vandermaker was out. I did hear it was out here.
It was out here early Thursday. We brought it out here, so I thought a bit of rain was coming. We wanted the grass area, so
On the grassy knoll, yes.
Looking after the grass for them. So where are we off to next week?
Well, we'll get there in a minute. As we say, thank you very much also to the great man, once again, the Shogun, Tommy Hills, for his magnificent production work. James Davis, the music guru, he's some great work, and also Marcus Strutz for their camera work this afternoon. Fantastic. Now, next week, and of course our man Benny Goldfinch, not forgetting that, he's out signing autographs for all the children. He looks like the Pied Piper out there, children all around him. Now, next week, we head off. Big occasion next Saturday, Travis. Thanks for asking. It's Benny's return. Not only featuring the return of Jaden J. Hill, can't wait for that, but the return to Division 1 competition and a very important clash, the Valley of Praise. Loberthal hosting Blackwood, two sides hoping to be part of September action, Benny, so that will be...
Yes, and I'm working on a very
Potential
handy co-commentator who
potential past superstar.
who was a superstar forward. So working on it.
For which team?
Blackwood.
For Blackwood. So,
working on it.
So Valley of Praise
Keep you
next
posted.
week, so that'll be good to watch. So, all right, so that's about it. So on behalf of the Core to Wild and HFL media team, Jeff Pistola, thanking you for your company wherever you have joined us. Keep chasing those goals. Bye for now, and we'll go out well. They're always happy boys at Bridgewater when they win. Bye for now.